Clubhouse Pizza & A is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza & A will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza & A has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza & A. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza & A are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. The Law Office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The Law Office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams. The Fired Stone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Fired Stone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Fired Stone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Fired Stone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams. Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at fairchildfamilychiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams. Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
The Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. We have recently built a brand new, state-of-the-art 20,000 square foot body shop along with a 2,500 square foot addition to our paint shop. This includes a brand new, eco-friendly paint booth that is top of the line. At Batten Stevens, we use the latest and newest technology the industry has to offer. We are your experts on all makes and models of vehicles and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate or stop by and visit us in downtown Jewell, Ohio. Batten Stevens Body Shop would like to wish all teams good luck this season.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Gares for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940. Have your hair and nails gotten out of control over the past few months? Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get all pampered up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of quality services, including haircuts, highlights, specialty coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you can be sure that all of your hair and nail needs are a top priority. Cut and Polished Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Be sure to book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or do your booking online by visiting their Facebook page. Cut and Polish Salon says, remember, it's all fun and games until someone breaks a nail. Cut and Polish Salon is a proud supporter of Tinora Rams Live. Cut and Polish Salon owner Jenny Bidlack says, go Rams! Higby Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higby and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School as well as the Tri-County area since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much, much more, Higby Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higby Embroidery also offers custom artwork if it is needed to complete your project. Higby Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street, right here in Defiance, Ohio. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higby.com or Higby Embroidery on Facebook. If you are looking for a customizable item, Higby Embroidery is your place. Higby Embroidery, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closings in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. From contract to closing, their experienced team of attorneys and title agents work with lenders, businesses, and individuals to meet their real estate needs. Call the office at 419-782-3334, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or visit them online at MaumeeTitle.com. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance wishes all the Tinora Rams athletes the best this season.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okolona Tavern, located in downtown Okolona, is the home of the famous Okie Tavern Wings. Stop in after the game and get some delicious wings, burgers, fries, onion rings, and enjoy an ice cold beverage while talking about the game. Hours of operation are Tuesday to Sunday, opening at 4 p.m. Check out the Okolona Tavern on Facebook for a menu before you head out. Mexican food specials every Thursday and Sunday. The Okolona Tavern, a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Optimal Performance Fitness is not just your typical gym. Here at OPF, you don't pay for a membership just to hop on a treadmill. We are a fitness coaching center that strives to provide an experience like no other. We provide accountability and results. You either work one-on-one with a certified personal trainer or in a group setting with like-minded people. Here at OPF, we want to change your mindset of going to the gym into something that you enjoy and look forward to doing. Rather than going to the gym merely to work out, we train at OPF. We are your cheering section, your motivators, and soon-to-be family. Optimal Performance Fitness strives to help you achieve the best version of yourself. Contact us today to take that first step. It could be life-changing. Stop with all the excuses. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Call Jake at 419-438-7265 and get started today at Optimal Performance Fitness. Is your business looking for someone to take the day-to-day worries of your bookkeeping off your mind? Weber Bookkeeping Solutions of Defiance is here to help. With over 5 years of small business bookkeeping experience and 7 years in banking, you can be confident that your books are in the right hands with Jenny Weber. Let Weber Bookkeeping Solutions handle the monthly tracking and reports so that you can focus on your business goals. Contact Jenny at 419-956-1273, and you can also visit her on Facebook or at weberbookkeeping.com. Signs Excavating of Defiance offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can assist with general excavating services, demolition, and emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch cleaning to site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist. Signs Trucking Service can also assist in any of your equipment hauling needs. They're located at 2147 State Route 66. Signs Excavating, family owned and operated since 1999. For any excavating needs, give Josh a call at 419-769-2290. And for your trucking needs, ring up Brad, 419-481-3738. Be sure to visit them online at signsexcavating.com or Signs Excavating on Facebook. Signs Excavating wishes all the best to the Tinora Rams athletes. October 22nd, 2022. Mark that date on your calendar. The Tinora Athletic Boosters is happy to announce a night at the races. 7 p.m. at the Defiance VFW. Be sure to get your tickets from the Boosters. Buckeye football is on, but don't worry. We'll have the game on the TV so you won't miss a snap. The Athletic Boosters is a nonprofit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the Rams' teams or organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Find out more by visiting the Tinora Athletic Boosters on Facebook. The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live.
Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Tonight's the night for high school football here on Tinora Rams Live. Here with the call of all of the action is Keith Brown.
There we go. We had a little delay. Welcome to Justin F. Coressel Stadium. Like on tape delay or something there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, 3-second delay.
We don't need that this week. We're upstairs.
Yeah, we're upstairs. new vantage point today. We're going to try broadcasting on top of the press box here, so we'll see how this goes. But our David Frank weather forecast is mostly sunny. 81 degrees coming up at kickoff. Coach of the Year via the Coressel News, Tony Fairchild. Dr. A.J. Fairchild. And the Lineman of the Year from the Great Lakes Conference, I believe, Logan Bailey.
Dr. Logan.
Dr. Logan. I always forget
Bailey.
the doctor part. Yeah.
Doctor. I'll stay down here on this end away from all the
Got Coach of the
smart
Year,
people.
Dr. A.J., Dr. Bailey, and the guy that forgets people's names every now and then. That's me.
It happens
Ian.
to the best of us.
And down at the far end, doing our videotaping for the team, is Mr. Eric Spiller. So tonight, we told Eric when we came up here, hey, you got some company tonight. He seemed pretty excited about that. Usually Eric's sitting up here by himself. So
It was funny. He joked around. He goes, well, you guys are just fair weather guys, though.
yeah, obviously, if it's going to be snowy or rainy, we're not going to broadcast from the top here. But so far, it's at least we'll be able to see. At least myself, I can. So
it's like watching it in high def up here. There's no dirty
This
windows.
is a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. You can see everything up here. You can see the crew still over there. Maumee Bay Turf Company still working on the baseball field. That looks great. Just a fantastic. We still got people waiting in line to check in.
Still around the
they're
building.
probably 20, 30 deep over there. So we got alumni weekend for the band. We got alumni weekend for the cheerleaders. Next week we have Biddy cheerleading, so it's going to be another full house here. So great night to get everybody out here. Tinora band marching up. Alumni will join in later. But should have a decent game here tonight. Rams coming in at 2-1. Fairview coming in at 0-3. Rams in the forest green jerseys with white numbers, black trim. Have the white pants on tonight. Fairview dressed in all white with the black numbers and yellow trim. Coach McCord over there, 0-3 to start his season. Coach Kenny Krause, as we said during the pregame, 25 years, closing in on 200 wins here at Tinora. 181 wins for Coach Krause. And I probably would go out on a very, very short limb to say the last two victories of Coach Krause's coaching career are probably some of the most gratifying. So
definitely not easy wins to get. Some tough teams he's been playing so far this year.
I think if you would have put a poll out before the season and asked what the Rams record would be after 3 games, and somebody said to be 2-1, they would all be just ecstatic.
Fairview facing the sun here, kicking into the sun, so the Rams won't have the sun in their eyes.
Yes, for those of you just listening on radio, listening in your car, Fairview kicking off Fairview will be going right to left, so the Rams on the other end, as they normally do, will be going left to right on your radio dial, as Marv Sebring used to say.
Your radio dial.
On your radio dial.
We're on the internet, dude.
On the Pepsi scoreboard back in the day, Marv
Oh
used
my
to say.
gosh.
You know, Keith, you said it earlier, but man, I can't believe this crowd here. I mean, like you said, people are still coming in. And
Every time I look over there thinking the crowd's going to be less, there's still people waiting to get in.
Still lined up past the building.
Ball's teed up at the 40. Lashaway approaches the ball. Short end over and kick. Hits about the 15. Eckert picks it up about the 16. Goes straight ahead. Gets close to the 25 where he's pushed back by a slew of Rams, or slew of Apaches.
Hey, the guys running the sticks over there didn't even have to move. I think they were set up right where he got tackled.
Just about.
Good instincts.
Rams come out 1st and 10. Rams coming off that huge victory last week at Lima Central Catholic.
If you see a haze here, it's because our student section has a whiteout and they just threw powder all over.
Yeah, it's not, nobody's farming crops. There's no smoke. Just a, oh boy, I can't believe the people is coming in here. First play, Dockenhouse is hitting the backfield. Looked like Dockenhouse just ran into a brick wall over there, coming off the left side. Lost about 3 on the play.
Bounced right off the back. One of his blockers.
Yeah, that's what it looked like off the left tackle there.
That's up a second and a long 12 for the Tinora offense, way back on their 23. Just underway here at Justin F. Coressel Stadium. Here at Tinora High School. Fantastic Friday night. We're getting close to being halfway through the season. As of next week, we'll be at week 5. Make sure you show up early next week with the Archers if you're thinking about coming out. Hate to be one of these people who's still waiting in line. Eckert fakes a handoff, rolls near side, fires out here in the flat. Pass intended for Caden Radzik is knocked away. Nice play out there by DeAndre Hastings for the Apaches.
Eckert kind of took a little bit of a hit there after that play.
You know, just looking out there, one guy to really watch for Fairview is number 70, Jackson Grind. He's a senior and 3-year letter winner, but man, does he just stick out over everyone else.
Yes, he does.
6'5", 250, and he plays both ways on offensive and defensive line.
He's playing DN. I tell you what, he seems pretty quick for a big guy.
Yeah.
He's on the far end on the side, as Logan said.
He's a pretty good baseball player as well, too.
3rd and 12 for the Rams offense. Shotgun formation. Eckert, straight back drop under pressure. He's going to tuck it and run. Gets to the 20, 25, 30, 35. He's going to have a first down. Eckert couldn't find anybody open. Tucked it and ran. Needed 12. Got about 13.
Wow. Looked almost like a designed option there.
McCord just got a flag thrown on him. He was out there to the numbers, barking in the umpire's ear for something.
Saw this against Wasion. Coach Sean Moore, towards the end of that contest, drew the ire of the referees.
I didn't see what happened, but he was not happy. He was clear out there to the numbers, chewing in his ear.
I'm not really sure because Gavin clearly had the first down. It's not like he was short. I don't know if he thought somebody was being held on the play, perhaps, but
I'm guessing that's probably what he thought.
It's about the only thing I can think of.
Jason Lieb out there watching from the campground saying we look good and sound good. So thank you, Mr. Lieb. Shout out to Jason, always tuning in, and our Pittsburgh Sioux always tuning in, and thanks to everybody else out there watching. After the penalty, ball's on the other side of the 50. It's at the Fairview 48. Ball's in the center of the hash. Eckert under center, pitches it to Edwards. Cuts it up to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 32, maybe the 31.
Got tripped by his own man there.
Eckert with a gain of 17 on the play to rip off another Tinora first down. That is what the Tinora offense wants and needs. Pitch it. Let Edwards get outside and let him do his thing.
Braden Rosti is such a good linebacker. He made the tackle on offense.
I think the people are actually lined up down to Eddie Jimenez's house. Because
wow, they still are coming in. Holy cow.
There's a whole pile of them around the corner yet.
They're going to miss the whole first quarter by the time they get in.
I think the Rams are going to have to do something about their ticket booth.
Jumped off sides. Fairview did. Andrew Mast. Well,
been a little slow getting people in here tonight. Stands are already pretty full, guys, to be honest.
It's great.
Get all these other people in here. It's going to be a pretty good crowd.
This is great. Got alumni. We said alumni cheerleaders are here, alumni band. Students get in for free through all GMC home contests. I mean, this is like a playoff atmosphere and playoff crowd, really. This is great.
And, you know, all credit goes to the Tinora football team and coaches. I mean, that's what brings these crowds is success and wins.
Yeah.
1st and 5 from the Fairview 27. Eckert inside Dockenhouse, across the 32 down to the 20, or across the 30 down to the 25 for Dockenhouse. It'll be second and 3 from the Fairview 25. Just underway here, first quarter, no score. Rams are driving. Rams coming in at 2-1 as we start the GMC Conference. Fairview looking for their first win at 0-3. Ball's on the near side hash. Dockenhouse and Edwards behind Eckert. Eckert under center. man in motion. Gus Weiler sets up on the near side. Dockenhouse takes it, tripped up. He's going to be close to a first down. Maybe just short, but we'll see. Number 3rd and inches, it looks like, for the Ram offense as we get close to the 9-minute mark.
Looks like they're going to measure it here.
Got the chain crew from last week from LCC.
Be the width of the stick again.
Get the credit card out.
Who's on the chain gang here for Tinora? It's same old crew.
Used to be long.
Jim Harris.
Jim Harris been over there for about the last 3 decades. Chris Frank used to be over there, but Chris retired a few years ago.
Jim Harris. Who's that in the gray out there? We're talking about the chain gang guys. Is that Plasman?
I was about to say, it looks
That's
like
a
Doug
Plasman
out there.
First down.
Down Rams.
I will say it is pretty cool being up here because I can literally zoom in right on the ball so the people at home watching can see if that truly is a first down or not.
Mr. Mike down there is waving at us saying you guys look good and sound good. Actually, this is like 100% better than I thought it would be.
Dude,
I will admit, this is great.
We need to do this more often.
Single back Edwards behind Eckert. 1st and 10 from the 23. Down to the 15. It was Brandon Edwards. Getting close to 5.
Got a little contact there at the line. I thought he was going to be able to keep his feet, but made a pretty good gain out of that.
That's one thing that Brandon Edwards does a really nice job at. He keeps his legs pumping every time he makes contact, and he just keeps on driving. And there's multiple runs I've seen throughout the year that he just gets an extra 2-3 yards just because that sheer will just to keep on driving.
Yeah, we've talked about that with getting contact, the first contacts in the backfield a lot. So got to keep the legs moving.
2nd and 4 pitch goes to Edwards. He breaks it up, or cuts it up inside across the 10 down to the 9. Going to be another first down for the Rams. This is like the final drive last week against LCC. Just going to run the ball down your throat and see what you can do to stop it. First play was a negative yardage play by Dockenhouse. The start of this drive, and ever since, Rams are ripping off 5-6 yards per attempt. So I have a stat. The Rams this season are averaging 2.9 yards per rush. Last year was 6.1.
Wow. That's half.
No score here as we hit the 8-minute mark on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. We have a timeout on the field. This timeout is brought to you by Clubhouse Pizza in Ney. Stop out after the game. Have some Clubhouse Pizza. No score, 8:04 left here in the first quarter. Rams are driving. We'll be back right after this timeout. Brought to you by Clubhouse Pizza in Ney.
Clubhouse Pizza in Ney is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in Ney will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in Ney has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Ney, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Ney. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza in Ney are proud supporters of the Rams.
We're back here. No score. 8:04 to go in the first quarter. Timeout taken by the Rams. First and goal, Tinora, right at the 10-yard line. Ball's on the near side hash. 3 backs behind Eckert. Eckert goes under center, takes a snap, gives it to Dockenhouse. Dockenhouse through the hole, gets to the 5, 4, 3, maybe the 2. Dockenhouse took it inside the tackle there for about a 7-yard gain.
I tell you what, these people at the gate, they keep taking forever to get them in here. They'll get in here at a discount.
I wonder where are these people parking?
I'm not sure. Like maybe they're parking down at Eddie's.
Eddie's charging $5 to park.
Be like going to an Ohio State game.
2nd and 3, full house backfield again. Eckert under center. Pitches to Edwards, cuts it up. Touchdown, Brandon Edwards and the Rams. Edwards takes it in from 3 yards out. 7:25 to go here in the first. The Rams with a 6-0 lead. That actually looked too easy. Edwards just kind of walked into the end zone for the score.
I was going to say, that was almost kind of odd. It's almost like he just let up at the last second, and then someone hit him, and he almost kind of hesitated there.
Yeah, so I was going to say, he almost pulled up a little bit too soon there.
Yeah.
Jacob Bishop on for the extra point for the Rams. He's 5 for 6 this year in extra points. Kick up by Bishop. Long enough.
Good.
And it's good.
Just got blocked.
7:25 to go here in the first quarter. Rams, courtesy of that 3-yard touchdown run, up 7-0 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. We'll be back right after this.
The Firestone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Firestone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Firestone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Firestone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams.
Back here after the Edwards touchdown, Bishop has the ball teed up at the 40. Back deep for Fairview, Caden Kern.
What's the over-under if this thing goes in the end zone?
80-20. Bishop approaches the ball, high end over
nice
end kick. Chases Kern back to the 4.
Close.
Takes it on the far side, gets across the 20 where he's nailed. Falls forward to the 22. Like Cole Swinehagen on the play.
Wow.
That touchdown, of course, was brought to you by the Oklahoma Tavern. Stop out and see Brad and Julie after the game. Have some of those Oklahoma Tavern wings. Don't go to Oklahoma, you'll go too far. Get some of those Okie Tavern wings, burgers, onion rings. Stop out there. Touchdown brought to you by Oklahoma Taverns. Wes Zeba also tuning in. Wes and Vicky do a fantastic job running the concession stands. Run inside goes nowhere. So if you ever come to a volleyball game or a basketball game, that fantastic popcorn you smell in there, the great concession service is brought to you by Wes and Vicky. A++ job by those two. Can't thank them enough for everything they do here for Tinora at the concession stand in the gym.
You know, they ask for volunteers from the coaches and stuff to do that. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun. You get to see people.
Actually, it'd be a good time. It really is.
I don't have any problems with that.
Kind of busy, but 2nd and 10. Pitch goes to Gabers. Gabers is strung out. Loss of about 5-6 on the play. But anyways, thank you.
For him to go.
Thank you, Vicky and Wes, for all you do.
Tell you what, that's 2 good plays by the Rams defense right there. They haven't changed a thing since last week. I can tell you that. That's those boys up front are still playing tough.
They had about a wall of 3 or 4 jerseys just standing in front of them as they came around the corner.
3rd and 16 from their own 16. 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Rams lead 7-0. Shotgun formation for the Apache quarterback, William Zedike. Zedike way back drop. Goes a little pass out in the flat.
That would have gone for some yards there.
The boys got to understand there if
Damian Messi with pass off his fingertips, as they said.
I like the play call by Coach McCord, but just couldn't execute there.
If they execute that, that's probably a first down because they let everybody through the sieve.
Yeah, there was
and everybody bit.
I think they had them outnumbered on blockers too, so it might have been bad for the Rams, but got a break there.
Lajway back to kick from his own goal line. 5:54 to go here on this 4th and 16. 2-man deep for the Rams. Gus Weiler, ran to the kicker. That's a flag. Anders comes up. The ball ricochets over into the bench of Fairview. But that's going to be a personal foul on Grady Gusweiler for Tinora. Ran right into the kicker's leg. Hit Lajway on the follow-through. don't know if that's an automatic first down or not. It's 4th and 16. So
I believe it is an automatic.
Is it automatic first down?
Anytime like safety of players is involved, usually it's a first down.
Yeah.
It is a first down, as Logan said.
If you would have had about another inch, it wouldn't have mattered.
I'll say he didn't miss by much. I mean,
He
I
had to
love the
miss by
effort,
a
but
fingertip.
That's the only downfall of being so aggressive is that every now and then you're going to have one of those. But I mean, I feel more times than not, Gus Weiler's gonna make that pay off.
yeah, he just got pushed a little bit there, kind of at the last minute as he went to dive. The guy kind of got a little bit of a hand on him, and I think he came a little deeper than what he normally would.
So that's a first down. Fairview moves the ball all the way out to their own 40. 1st and 10 from the Fairview 40. 5:46 to go here in the opening quarter here at Tinora High School. Rams lead 7-0 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
To the 40? We shouldn't be on the 40, should we? It's a 15-yard penalty.
I think it should be at the 35.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Dravis has it right. He has the ball on the 35, so they're going to have to march it back 5. Otherwise, it'll be a 20-yard penalty. They kicked from the 15.
Yeah, that's the ball was all of it on the 25. No, 15 yards, I guess. But they got the sticks backwards,
So, yeah,
guys.
the sticks are backwards, though.
Well, they're going to leave it there.
Hey, man, we're going on offense.
Huh.
So maybe it wasn't a first down. We're confused here as well.
What happened to the announcing thing?
He pointed a first down towards Fairview. He went first down towards the direction Fairview's going.
I guess the sticks guy had it right.
Now, aren't there two different penalties? There's one roughing the kicker, and isn't there a running into the kicker?
The running into the kicker should have been a 5-yarder, and that was clearly roughing the kicker, I would have thought. But Logan, fresh out of college,
maybe they didn't want to.
Right up on the rules.
I don't know about that. I was a player, not an official, so.
Far side hash. Eckert fakes a handoff to Swinhagen, rolls near side, fires out in the flat to Edwards, catches it to 45-40, 35-30.
Oh, that's
25-20, 15-10. Edwards down to the 10.
He's not going to be getting up anytime soon.
He's up.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised. That was a shot for the record books. Wow.
Can't do that anymore, guys.
No, you can't. That's coming back.
Caden Kern for Fairview, unfortunately, was laid out by one of the Rams.
Mr. Gus Weiler. Can you guess who?
Gus Weiler, which we went through this the last couple years. We should know better than this, but
that's a change. That's a recent change because when I was in school, that was still allowed. So that changed in the last eight or so years.
The last couple years, it just changed.
Yeah, they
can't blindside it more.
They look at that heavily anymore, especially with all the concussions and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Which rightfully so.
Yeah. So Kern's going to have to check out for a play. So Caden Kern heads over to the Fairview sidelines. 5:34 to go here in the opening quarter. Rams 7, Fairview nothing. Yeah, Edwards with a heck of a run. Had that down to about the 10-yard line.
I mean, that's the thing you have to consider now is are those hits, do you really need that? Because I think Edwards, regardless, he was going to bust it out for another 10 yards. But, I mean, that's the thing. You just got to weigh the pros and cons of something like that. And anymore, you can't get away with hits like that.
Well, we got a brief moment here. The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters on October 22nd sponsoring a night of races. Targeting.
Does he come out of the game? Is that the same in college? Or
yeah, how does that work in high school?
We'll find out.
I don't think they come out of the game
in high school.
But $50 a ticket gets you a dinner by Matt Bishop. Doors open at 5:30. Dinner is at 6. Races start at 7. Come on out there. We'll have the game on TV. Ohio State and Penn State that night. Going to be a great time. Bet on some horses. Win some money. Have a good time. Get a hold of the Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters. Shoot them a message on Facebook. We'll provide some more links so everybody can purchase the tickets and come out on a Saturday night, October 22nd, for a night of fun at the VFW. So it's 1st and 13. The ball is back to the Fairview 43. Inside handoff to Edwards across the 40, 35, 30. Edwards just short of a first down, rips off about 11, maybe 12 on that first down carry. They're going to, well, first I thought he was saying move the chains over there.
They are.
So, wow. Not sure.
I'm going to stop trying to guess anymore.
I'm just going to reset my brain here because either I'm seeing things or I didn't think he was even close to a first down. And we're broadcasting from the rooftop of
I was going to say, no more foggy
and
window
we
to look out of.
we can actually see in high def. We're going to call it high def because what we usually see is not high def. Play clock's down to 3, 2, 1. Eckert in the shotgun formation. Two receivers near side. Unfortunately, the Rams, as Coach Fairchild said, a little early jump on that. Which, I mean, play clock was basically at 0, so.
Now, as interesting as this has been, that's a lot of penalty yards racked up by Tinora already. And we still have 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
We had that.
Clean it up a little bit.
I remember from the 2021 stat book, there was, close to 700 yards in total penalties for the season last year.
And I think as a team, we had 2 times more than our opponents.
Yep. Ball's in the center of the hash, shotgun formation. Eckert straight back under pressure. Tucks it and runs on the far side, gets to the 35, 30, 25, pushed out of bounds over there at the 25. Gavin Eckert going to be close to another first down over there. This time, are they going to put the? I guess he's not.
No, he's not.
I guess he just ran that far.
Must have stepped out earlier.
Yeah, they do the flags down. They're kind of deceiving on my part. Just seems like he ran farther than he got. Gain of 1 on the play for Gavin. He ran about 52 yards.
Yeah, well,
gain of about 6 because he was back 5 yards. So
the problem with that was all the receivers were out to the right side. Then when he scrambled, he went left.
Yeah,
and
nobody out there.
Nobody there, so he had to just get what he could get.
2nd 9 from the Fairview 29, 4:20 and winding here. Inside handoff to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line for the Rams. Dockenhouse on the carry. Dallas picked up about 4. Can't shout out his name enough on that final drive last week at LCC. Dockenhouse just willed his way for first down after first down when Coach Krause knew they'd probably key on Brandon Edwards, so he switched things up, gave it to number 24. Dockenhouse just pounded away 4 or 5 yards per carry, ate about 5 yards off the clock, came up about 1 inch short, unfortunately, on that 4th down carry, but here's going to be 3rd and 5 from the Fairview 25 for the offense. Pass out in the flat to Anders, catches it at the 25, across the 20, down to the 16. That's going to be a first down for the Rams. First completion of the game to Cole Anders. Anders, 3 catches for 25 yards coming into the contest.
It was a good play call. The Fairview defense is playing way off there. That was good pitch and catch.
Closing on the 3:15 mark here at Tinora. Rams with that 7-0 lead.
You know, that's something I'd like to see a little bit more. The hook up to Anders there, and as shifty as he is, if you can get the ball in a little bubble or a little slant and just let him go and do his thing, I think the Rams would do pretty good in the passing game.
That Cole's only had 11 touches coming into this game through 3 games. Near side hash, Eckert looks like somebody ran the wrong play. He's just going to take it and run across the 15, 10, cuts it up inside 5, down to the 4, maybe the 3-yard line.
Just couldn't quite get that extra 3 yards there. Kind of slipped.
Talk about making something out of nothing.
I say, it looked like he just turned it into a naked bootleg and rolled out.
That's pretty much what it looked like. Looked like somebody missed the handoff and went the wrong way. And alertly, Eckert just scampered off the left side of the Rams offensive line down to the 4-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Tinora. 2:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Rams 7, Fairview nothing. We said next week everybody's finally getting through the line. Checking the last few customers in here as we close out the first quarter. So try and get a picture of this in panoramic view and post it to the website tonight. Play clock down to 2-1. Eckert with the snap. Gives it to Edwards. 4-3-2. I think Edwards got to the 1 where he was pushed back. Going to be 2nd and goal from the Fairview 1-yard line for the Ram attack.
Well, Logan, it looked like he ran kind of slow there again instead of just putting his head down and turning the jets on.
I thought the same thing too. Yeah, it's like he just kind of approached the goal line there, and it just kind of he almost let up.
Like he thought he was in. Put the jets on, get in the end zone, man. Come on.
That's something they always preach to us, and in any drills in colleges, you run through the line. You don't stop right at it. You run 5 yards past that.
Yep.
2nd and goal coming up. 1:45 and winding here. 3 backs behind Eckert. Eckert takes the snap. Inside handoff to Dockenhouse. He is in for a Rams touchdown. Dallas Dockenhouse with 1:40 to go here in the first. Puts the Rams up 13-0. Extra point coming up by Jacob Bishop. Graziani on the hold. We actually have nice sound up here too. Got new speakers this week. Graziani holds Bishop's kick. Up, it looks like it's wide. No good. So the extra point is no good. So with 1:40 to go here in the first quarter, Tinora 13, Fairview nothing. We'll be back right after this time out.
October 22nd, 2022. Mark that date on your calendar. The Tinora Athletic Boosters is happy to announce a night at the races. 7 p.m. at the Defiance VFW. Be sure to get your tickets from the Boosters. Buckeye football is on, but don't worry. We'll have the game on the TV so you won't miss a snap. The Athletic Boosters is a non-profit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the Rams teams or organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Find out more by visiting the Tinora Athletic Boosters on Facebook. The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Here comes more Tinora Rams sports action.
Make sure you check out that Northwest Ohio podcast that we do. Release sometimes on Wednesdays, sometimes on Thursdays. Logan just a little busy this week. He released it this morning, but we have a great time during that. So make sure you check that out. NWO Sports on all your social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and more, website.
And every week we kind of tweak it a little bit and change it, and it's been getting better and better and more fun for us to do.
Bishop chases, return it all the way back to the 5. Cut up inside and nailed. Caden Kern again.
Geisinger. No, that was Geisinger.
I say it looked like Joey Geisinger.
Yeah, that was Geisinger that took him down.
Support Caden Kern for the third time tonight. Just
hey, guys, I'm just going to tell you.
Getting his bell rung.
There might be a lot of things I want to do against Tinora, but returning a kickoff, I think, is the one thing that I'm going to say, hey, Coach, can we just let it go in the end zone?
Yeah, track record on special teams about the last 20 years is Rams always has 1 or 2 guys on that kickoff and punt team you just don't want to mess with. First and 10, Apaches from their own 15, 1:33 to go here in the opening quarter, 13-0 Rams. Zedike in a shotgun formation, handoff up the middle, gain of about 1 for Fairview's Macias. Macias 5'9" junior, Dallas Dockenhouse. After scoring a touchdown, makes the tackle.
All I can say is what a job by the Tinora defensive line to start this game. I mean, they've been handling things up front, and they've been getting to the ball carrier behind the line of scrimmage. It seems like almost every play, but the one thing they got to watch out is for those screens to pop in. I mean, after Coach McCord called it that one time, I'd be watching for that to come back here sometime.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're always taught if you get through the line of scrimmage untouched, it's for a reason. So you're always supposed to pull up. 2nd and 9,
Brevin Williams in motion gets the handoff. Chased out of bounds over by the yard marker on the far side. We got a flag in the backfield.
Pretty sure that's in the vicinity of a hold there.
Coach Krause marching down to about the 30, trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's holding.
Holding on Fairview, 47 seconds to go here in the opening quarter on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Make sure you get out to Ayersville or Stryker this weekend. Get that fantastic Drop Zone pizza. Wings, they got ice cream, and Stryker as well has ice cream.
Ice cream?
Ice cream and Stryker. That penalty is going to march the Apaches all the way back to the 6-yard line. 2nd and forever for Coach John McCord and the Apache offense. Again, thanks to everybody out there from Tinora and Fairview that's tuning in tonight. We appreciate everybody from both communities for tuning in. Ball's on the far side hash on the 2nd and 19. Shotgun formation by Zedike. 2 men in motion. We're going to have a illegal motion on the Apache offense.
I tell you guys, we're talking about Jackson Grind being so big. Dockenhouse is lined up across him there at the defensive end. He's kind of got his hands full with him, but actually Grind was the one that kind of moved there, and maybe Dockenhouse's speed is
Dallas
influencing him a little bit.
They may not be the size you want for somebody that's on the defensive line, but he's just as quick as a cat.
He is, and I've been watching Dallas there down playing nose guard down on the defensive line, and he'll sneak in there every now and then, or he'll move out to end, and he'll get through the line of scrimmage.
One of those unsung heroes the last few weeks on the Rams defense. 2 receivers near, 2 wide. Zedike way deep in the end zone, throws a crossing pattern to DeAndre Hastings, who drops it at about the 2. Coach H tuning in from Alabama. Shout out to Coach H. Last week we had Coach H. We had Coach Anderson, Rams coach in the 90s, tuning in. Kind of had the Saturday to ourselves last week. The last time I checked, before I made the game private, we had like 540 watches. So I didn't even look at the audio stats. I was just impressed that we had 540 views on our YouTube. So it's going to be 3rd and 22. Ball's on their own 3. We got 42 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. We'll try and get a picture of the sunset here within the next 40 minutes. Timeout on the field. Fairview takes their first timeout. Timeout is brought to you by Clubhouse Pizza and A. Stop out after the game. See Rachel and Jason Gilliam at Clubhouse Pizza. We'll take a quick timeout. Of you back right after this timeout.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Garris for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940.
Back here, 42 seconds to go in the opening quarter, 13-0 Tinora. Make sure you get a hold of BSN Sports, Jim Garris. Coach Fairchild over here. I tell you what, those girls had the best-looking uniforms in the area this year.
Yeah, decided to go with a white jersey. Girls have been asking about those, and that was the first thing that I had talked about getting was some white jerseys for them. So we went with a white jersey, then we also ordered a green pinstripe. Very, very sharp looking.
Yeah, get a hold of Mr. Garris at BSN Sports. Also designed one for BR Gray. Rams wore all gray for a few times this year. That thing was just popping as well. So get a hold of BSN Sports, Jim Garris, for all of your sporting goods needs. 3rd and 22.
Big third down here, Keith. They don't move the ball here at all. They're going to be punting from the goal line.
Zedike under pressure. Tackled at he's hit at the goal line. He falls forward to about the 2, maybe the 3. But
Graham Askins had the wheels on, and he was coming after him.
Graham, another unsung hero the last few weeks. Aiden Helmke, Dockenhouse. Some of these names we don't mention a lot, but boy, oh boy, that defensive line.
You know, one thing to really watch here is Gusweiler. I mean,
yes.
with being backed up, I mean, you're decreasing the distance for your punter. I mean, that's a short distance for Gusweiler to go.
I was just thinking the same thing.
We're going to switch ends, though, before Grady tries to block this one. That's the end of the first quarter here at Tinora High School's Justin F. Coressel Stadium. Tinora 13, Fairview nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter after they switch ends right after this on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at FairchildFamilyChiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back here starting the second quarter, 13-0 Tinora. Don't forget, not this week. Next week, Coach Fairchild has that bump clinic set up. Correct, AJ?
Yeah, that'll be actually, that'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow. There we go.
About 11 o'clock, I'm going to open up my clinic tomorrow just to get some people in here, get some of the athletes in the area in, get them taking a look at, make sure they're ready to go for the rest of the week of practice here. If you want more information on that, it can be found on my website, FairchildFamilyChiro.com. It's the consent forms and all that kind of stuff found on there, and we'll get you in and taken care of.
There you go.
So when we were off air
during the week, you can stop.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Logan.
Oh, I was just going to say, we were talking about the situation at hand here. What would you say the percentage is that Gus Weiler blocks this punt?
Boy, this is about 70%.
Seeing as how that last punt almost got blocked and ended up getting run into,
I honestly don't think I think they're going to double team that. They're not going to let him get there because he's just, you put one guy, he's going to go right by him.
So Lajoie, like we said, is going to have about 2 or 3 yards less to punt here. He's all the way back on his line.
I mean, he takes one step back and he's out of the end zone.
Really minimal rush there. Lajoie gets a short kick, hits it about the 28, bounces across the 30, goes about the 31, where it's touched over there by DeAndre Hastings. So the Rams offense, kind of like last week, is going to start off here in the second quarter in excellent field position. 11:52 to go here in the half. Rams 13, Tinora nothing.
So it may not have been a bad idea to call off the Dogs a little bit there, just because now they've got the ball in the 30. So
I almost wonder too if they were just so worried about that last penalty, they didn't want to get another penalty and let them get some yardage.
Yeah, you mentioned last week, Keith. This is about our average starting position was on the, our starting position just about every drive was on their side of the 50. So. See if Tinora can capitalize on this good starting field.
Ball's on the far side, has 3 backs in the backfield. Gus Weiler comes in. Eckert under center gives the ball to Dockenhouse. Falls forward across the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Give about 3 for Dallas. Grind on the tackle for Fairview. It's nice up here. You can actually hear who makes the tackles because sometimes we can't really see with the massive pile. But Mean Gene on the PA, you can probably hear the names in the background.
How long has he been on the PA for Tinora? It's been.
He took over for Mr. Penner, who did PA for, good Lord, seems like 30 years.
A long time.
Mr. Ted Penner. 2nd and 8 from the Fairview 28. Pitch goes to Edwards, breaks it outside, across the 30, down to the 26, maybe.
Yeah, a lot of work. Got a yard out of that or so.
Gain about 2 for Brandon. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Nice job by Brevin Williams of Fairview there, tracking down Brandon Edwards.
Fairview up 12-7 over Paulding. Wow. That's in the first quarter.
Said Fairview?
Ayersville. I say Fairview, I'm at Ayersville.
Oh, flag on.
Flag on the play. I'm not sure.
12 guys in the huddle.
Coach Fairchild spots that. Sometimes I say Coach Fairchild, I'm referencing football Coach Fairchild.
Jack of all trades,
Jack of all trades.
Master of none.
Coach of the year in softball for Lady Rams. Great run by them. Hopefully expect more this upcoming year. Coach Fairchild helping the 8th grade with Reyes Ramirez. So that backs the Rams up. It'll be 3rd and, I'm going to say 13. Ball's on the near side hash. One receiver, Radzik. He's near side. One back behind Eckert. Anders in motion. Inside handoff goes to Schweinhagen. I don't know if they faked it to Schweinhagen. The ball just hit the ground. I don't think he actually had it.
It's supposed to be an inside misdirection there, and I think he just timing was off. And
yeah, it looked like Eckert just couldn't tuck the ball right in Schweinhagen's gut there.
So fumbles recovered by the Fairview Apache defense with 10-12 to go here in the half. Actually couldn't really see what happened initially. I thought it was just bizarre.
Yeah, it was like a little misdirection there, and I think everything happened a little bit too quick, and he bounced the ball off his hip and didn't get it packed away in the belly.
So Fairview 1st and 10 from their own 31. 10-12 to go here in the half. They trail 13-0. Shotgun formation for Zedike. Handoff off the left side to Caden Kern.
Just hit a wall coming around that corner once again.
Dockenhouse lost his helmet.
No gain on the play, so Dallas has to come off. Checking in for the Rams, Will Newman, another unsung hero this season.
It seems like I think Will Newman plays more defensive end. Tenora's kind of went to a 4-4 here defensively, and then they moved Dockenhouse out to defensive end.
Hastings, the far side receiver for Fairview. Signs near side. Brett Grind is just drilled
Nice hit by
a slew of Rams. Pick your number there on the hit.
You can kind of see, he kind of like, almost looked like he kind of cowered down a little bit as he was about to get hit. You knew the Rams were coming in full force.
For a second there, I almost thought it was going to be a halfback pass the way it kind of looked. He tossed it out to the side. It looked like he hesitated a little bit. I thought he was going to throw it over the head of one of Tenora's defensive backs.
Joey Geisinger led the herd there, literally.
That might have cowered a little bit, too. I see nothing but green jerseys, AJ. I'm not.
Yeah.
3rd and 12 for Fairview from their own 29, 9 minutes and winding here in the opening quarter on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard, 13-0 Rams.
Yeah, you expect to come around the corner and have a couple lead blockers out there somewhere, but you come around and just see a sea of green. It's a little intimidating.
Zidai under pressure. Sacked.
Nice.
All the way back to the 20-yard line, Graham Askins.
Dockenhouse again came up, forced him to kind of to keep going out, and again, just like down there in the end zone, Graham was right there.
You know, I want to say what a nice job by Graham Askins this year. A guy that didn't maybe get as much playing time last year, but has really stepped into that defensive end role very nicely this year.
Graham's played fantastic. Deanna Frank, thank you for watching. Appreciate all your comments throughout each broadcast and throughout the week. Lajoie back deep again. This time it is 5. Anders and Eckert deep for the Rams. They're at their 45. Lajoie's kick. This one's a little better. Fair catch called by Eckert. Wow, shot out of a cannon. Down there was Dylan Gabers right in front of Eckert. Eckert made the fair catch at the Fairview 49. So with 8:01 to go here in the first half, Rams with that 13-0 lead. Take over and try and put some more points on the board. Last Rams drive was thwarted by a fumble. Garrett Mansfield here from the Bull. Always nice to talk to Garrett before and after each contest. Check out his podcast with Dave Kleck on Wednesdays. I believe that's at 7 on 105.7 from Frickers. You can stop out to Frickers and watch it and have some burgers and fries. Eckert gives it Edwards straight ahead. 45, 40, 35, 30, 35, 25, 20, 15. Edwards looked like he was shot out of a cannon all the way down
I was
to
just about to say that. Holy cow.
trying to spot the ball at the 15.
I didn't see who was the lead blocker out there, but somebody got out in front of him and just left him, left a lane for him.
I was going to say, I don't even know if there was a lead blocker. He got out of there so fast.
Gain of about 34 for Edwards on that play. 1st and 10, 7:40 and winding here in the opening quarter.
Brandon showing off his track speed there.
Yeah, he just went straight at it. 100-meter champion doesn't have to run no curves, right?
The ball and go. Ball's on the far side hash on this 1st and 10 from the Fairview 15. Dockenhouse hitting the backfield, falls across the 10 to about the 9. One of the Fairview defenders actually rocked Dockenhouse, but unfortunately plowed him forward to about like a 5-yard gain.
Adam Lashaway, number 34 of Fairview, just hit him and gave him an extra couple of yards there.
It was a heck of a smash by Lashaway, just kind of propelled Dockenhouse for a couple extra yards there. 2nd and 4 from the Fairview 9, under 7 to go here, 6:50 and counting. Eckert under center, Anders in motion far side. Eckert fires it out here to Radzik. Little high, Caden Radzik.
Tell you what, he needs to not give up on that one because that was
Close to a lateral, correct.
He just kind of let it go through his hands, and that was it. He just stopped. He's got to be careful with that one.
Be 3rd and 4 now for the Rams offense. Ball's in the center of the hash. Rams going right to left for those of you listening on your radio dial. Radios have dials anymore? Not actually sure they do.
I don't think so.
They have arrows.
Volume dial, maybe that's about it.
Anders near side, Radzik far side, inside handoff, Swinehagen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown! Cole Swinehagen and the Rams. Swinehagen from 9 yards out with 6:40 to go here in the second quarter gives the Tinora Rams a 19-0 lead. Bishop on for the extra point. Last extra point sailed a little bit wide. Graziani's hold. Bishop's kick. Up and good. Jacob Bishop nails the extra point. 6:40 to go here in the opening half. Tinora 20 and Fairview nothing. We'll be back on Tinora Rams Live after this timeout on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Batt & Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. We have recently built a brand new, state-of-the-art 20,000 square foot body shop along with a 2,500 square foot addition to our paint shop. This includes a brand new, eco-friendly paint booth that is top of the line. At Batt & Stevens, we use the latest and newest technology the industry has to offer. We are your experts on all makes and models of vehicles and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate or stop by and visit us in downtown Jewell, Ohio. Batt & Stevens Body Shop would like to wish all teams good luck this season.
Bishop getting ready to tee it up. Edgerton and Wayne Trace, 7-7, middle of the second quarter. Liberty Center 26, Wauseon nothing. That is a first quarter score. Van Wert 19, Wapak nothing. I'm not sure who picked that game, but that's not going very good. Bryan 7, Archibald nothing.
Wow.
Shawnee 12, Defiance nothing. Delta 14, Evergreen 6. Hilltop 12, North Baltimore nothing.
Oh, man.
That could be 2 for me, boys.
Bishop has it teed up at the 40. Odd kick. Kind of hit the side of his foot. Kind of one of those kicks that looks like a flying saucer or something. So flag on the play for the illegal kick out of bounds. But yeah, there's a couple of surprising scores there. Antwerp 21, Hicksville nothing. Lipsick 20, Ada nothing. But I would say out of all these scores, to me, Liberty Center 26, Wauseon nothing is probably
that's a shocker.
Shocking.
Hilltop's got to be up there, too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, for that long losing streak. Actually, you're right, Logan.
And I think Tony was the only one that picked Hilltop this
Hilltop,
week.
going to get that win this week. Let's see if they keep it up.
Columbus Grove 10, Delphus Jefferson
Bryan
nothing.
score, too.
Yeah, they're up
7-0.
Van Wert up 19-0 over Wapak.
20-7 Ayersville now. Middle of the second. Shotgun formation for Fairview, hitting the backfield. Zedike. Another flag on the play. This one's in the Tinora defensive backfield there where the linebackers were lined up.
There's some kind of miscommunication on that play from Fairview because it looked like Zedike he turned one way and his running back was on the other side of him.
See what the flag is.
I'm kind of curious what this one will be.
6:34 to go here in the half. It's 20-0 Tinora. Here from Justin F. Coressel.
Face mask on the Rams.
So that's going to bring the ball 15 yards ahead. Going to put it close to just short of the 50.
I'll be honest, I think the only first downs Fairview's had has been on penalties today.
Be interesting when we get our stats from Sean and Kirsty Mack what the rushing yards for Fairview is, because I think they're probably in the negative. Be close actually in total yards.
Say total yards might
if
be
they're not
close
in the
to
negative. Hastings is your far side receiver. Near side receiver is Signs. Shotgun formation for Zedike. Man in motion is Brevin Williams. We have another flag on the far side. This one is on Fairview. It's going to be marks them back about 5. Kind of flag day here at Tinora. Used to have, I think we pointed this out the last home game we did against Wauseon. We used to have a set of mics for the refs. Somewhere those are in a closet somewhere, and they put them up where they wouldn't lose them, and they have yet to find them.
Yeah, it was always kind of nice. Like we're sitting up here, we're confused, not sure what's going on. It'd be nice to get an explanation.
Remember when we had that old-time crew when they referred to everybody as, was it red and white or something? And there was no colors.
Yeah,
they were red and
blue,
white.
I think it was.
Red and blue,
red,
yes.
Red, blue.
Penalty on blue. Well, there's nobody blue here.
Yeah.
First and 15 from their own 44. Inside handoff goes to Gabers.
Oh, wow.
He is knocked by Rostai at the 40. Loss of about 4.
You know, if I'm Fairview right now, I would not even try to run outside anymore. There's so many plays where Rostai and Geisinger and Gus Weiler, the 3 linebackers for Tinora, are just on them like flies on you-know-what.
Here we have a officials timeout on the field.
You know, the defense, Logan, is the defensive line is just penetrating and making, the running backs kind of got to bounce it, back a yard or two, and being the linebackers are just closing like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, Tony. I mean, none of that would be possible without that defensive line taking on the blockers and just leaving it just for the linebackers to feast on.
Man.
That's why I brought up all these ex-Tinora football players for this expert analyst.
Well, I tell you what, you that's one of those things those guys just come downhill with a vengeance, man, and we've talked about them numerous times, just probably one of the best linebacking crews in Northwest Ohio, and they just continue to prove it week after week.
Nolan, if you're watching still, hey, hopefully everything is going well at college. Pittsburgh Sue, of course, we said hi. Mason Ferguson, Tracy, she's watching. Tracy Andrenko.
Not sure what that was about. Did anybody see what they stopped everything for?
I was looking at comments to thank everybody for watching, so I missed it.
Coach looked like ref was over there talking to Coach McCord for quite some time.
They reset the game clock 30 seconds ahead, so it's 5:30 now. It's going to be 2nd and 17 from their own 42 for Fairview. Zedike inside handoff is faked. He keeps the ball, and he's nailed by that man. Graham Askins with a heck of a first half for the Tinora Rams defense.
That was an option play, and it wasn't really an option. Graham was right in his face.
By the time he pulled that fake, he was already there. He didn't even have time for the option.
Askins just playing like a beast tonight. 4:55 and winding here in the opening quarter. Rams 20, Fairview nothing on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Hastings goes far side. Signs as your near side receiver. Shotgun formation, William Zedike back there. Man in motion come near side, Brevin Williams. Zedike keeps the ball again. Tries to go through that Rams defensive line, and he's hit about a yard behind the line of scrimmage and pushed back another 2 or 3. Zedike picked up by about 6 of the offensive linemen. Probably all are saying sorry to him.
We always talk about the linebackers, and right there, Aiden Helmke put a stick on him and picked him right up off the ground.
4th and 21 for Fairview. Ball's all the way back on their own 38 now as we approach the 4:15 mark here in the first half.
Well, I know for a fact this is at least their 3rd time punting with negative yardage.
Lajoie is going to punt from about the 25, low snap. He scoops it up. Short end over end kick, hits about the 40, bounces back. Tapped down there by Abram Schiniger at about the 42. So the Tinora offense with 3:54 to go in the half, going to take over, try and put some more points on this 20-0 lead.
I tell you guys, we were talking about the Rams the whole time, but with Fairview, it's kind of it takes me back a little bit to see Fairview, with the struggles that they're having. I mean, I know they got a new coach and all that kind of stuff, but just Fairview always used to be such a powerhouse, and to see them, I mean, they're just kind of getting beat up this year.
Yeah, Coach Doug Rakes retired a few years ago and been downhill kind of ever since. Eckert under center. Chase far side, comes near side. Man wide open. Grady Gusweiler pounds the turf as the ball sailed over the head of Gusweiler, and he had about 25 yards of wide open green/brown territory out there to
I got to say, I
run.
almost think, I think Eckert should have just tucked that one. He had nothing but green jerseys in front of him and 20 yards open. He should have just tucked that one.
I tell you what, we just talked about that a little bit ago. I made the comment that he was rolling and had to go back the other way, and there was nobody there. And this time, Gusweiler kind of stayed out there on that side. So when he turned around, he had somebody to throw the ball to. But I'm like AJ, he could have thrown it if he makes a good pass. He's gone. Gusweiler might be gone, but Eckert definitely could have gained a lot of yards.
Rams are headed towards the line of scrimmage, and 2 refs are still over here talking to Coach Helton.
Is there a problem with the clock? What's going on here?
Not sure.
Now, while we're waiting, we can give you a view of the whole stadium. AJ was pointing out he wanted to show us the sunset over here. Got the nice sunset here.
It's beautiful here. When the sun goes down, when there's no clouds here, there's not a more beautiful sunset as far as a football stadium around this area. Right now it's blocked by the building. Usually over here by the goalpost. Oh, it's just great. 2nd and 10 from their own 42, Rams. Eckert heads under center. Inside handoff to Dallas Dockenhouse. Dockenhouse hit. Still plows forward. Gets it all the way to about the 45-yard line. Something out of nothing. 3-yard gain.
All I saw was white jerseys, and I saw Dockenhouse fall forward for a couple. I'm not really sure how that happened.
I say, how in the world did he get through there? All of a sudden I look, and I thought he was 3 yards behind, and he ends up 3 yards forward.
Yeah.
His power after he gets hit just continues to amaze me.
3rd and 7 for the Tinora offense from their own 45. 3:10 and counting here. 20-0 Rams on the Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Ball's in the center of the hash marks. Eckert under center. Anders goes in motion behind the backs in the backfield. Eckert again fumbles the snap, gets it, picks it up, barrels across the 50. He's going to be close to a first down. They're going to spot him about a yard short, it looks like. But the snap,
an interesting decision here.
Kind of went a little bit up on Gavin. He corralled it as he fumbled it a couple times and just went straight forward.
The way the Rams offense has been tonight, I wouldn't even hesitate to go for this.
And Coach Krause is sending Gavin back out there for this 4th and 1. Ball's on the other side of the 50. It's not the Fairview 29. They're going to reset the play clock again.
Now we got blood. We got blood on that one.
We got blood?
I saw on that one.
Yeah, number 55 for Fairview Clayton Bolin had to leave the game.
4th and 1 Rams. Eckert under center, 2 backs. Behind him, takes the snap, pitches to Edwards, chases outside to the 50, 45, 44. Edwards pushed out about the 42. Flags goes flying again. Not sure what that flag is. Probably Brandon Edwards just got pulled down by Coach Helton, literally.
I think that one was on accident. He was just trying to hold him back.
He's trying to hold him back, and he lost his footing.
The first flag was on Fairview. The second one, I think, is on Brandon for retaliation.
Well, as we said in our broadcast the last few years, this rivalry probably still has overtaken the Fairview or Ayersville and Tinora rivalry to like a verbal extent on the field at times.
Yeah, last year's game was a train
over
wreck.
at Fairview was just awful in the second half.
Yeah, it was a train
They were
wreck.
just jawing. Mostly the host was doing the jawing at the time, but we did not. We didn't stop, so we just aided our own cause there. Refs are sorting the flags. Probably, as Tony said, going to have offsetting flags, so it should be technically a first down as post-play foul, I believe, after the whistle for Edwards running out of bounds. So we're going to sort this out. And don't forget, also, Beckett Hancock has a 10-year birthday bash coming up Sunday, October 2nd, 3 p.m. Going to be a silent auction. Tickets are $20. Get them here at Tinora. Ken's Furniture at the History Studios at 422 Clinton. Defiance has talent and a heart. It's a benefit to aid Beckett Hancock. October 2nd, it's going to be here at the Performing Arts Center.
Someone just got ejected.
It must be Edwards. How do they eject Edwards but not eject the Fairview kid?
You're kidding me. Huh. I'm astounded by that one.
That's probably one of the worst calls I've seen yet this year with officials. And I know they're scrapping for officials because we got to move games, but you got to get better people than this. I'm sorry.
That's terrible.
That's ridiculous.
So
the guy that threw the flag was probably 25 yards away from what actually happened, so he didn't see anything. But threw the flag, all he saw was Brandon push, but he had 2 guys riding him the whole way out of bounds. That's a terrible call, and to eject him on top of that is complete BS. Sorry.
So it's 1st and 10, Tinora from the Fairview 32. So that's going to be the end of Edwards for tonight. Shotgun formation, Eckert fires one out there, has a receiver. Cole Anders actually cut in front of DeAndre Hastings, who was waiting there for the interception. Cole Anders cut in front of Hastings and dropped it at the 20-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Tinora offense, leading 20-0. 2:18 to go here in the first half.
Going back to that last play, I will say, I mean, do I think he should have gotten ejected? I don't know what was said. Probably not. But again, that's something that you can control as a player. You can keep your mouth shut. You can stay.
Amen.
You can totally avoid that whole situation by just being quiet and avoiding it. But I think that's one thing I'd like to see Tinora improve on.
Yeah, like we talked about last year, they were kind of the part of their own demise sometimes.
Dockenhouse breaks the tackle 30, 25, 20, 15. See where they're going to spot this. Down to the 11. Dockenhouse rips off a big gain of 21 yards off that left side of that Rams offensive line. Is going to be probably the Dockenhouse and Swinehagen show.
Yeah.
Maybe Cooper Farrell get a couple carries.
Excellent job by Swinehagen that last time. He was out there lead blocking, and he provided a big block for Dockenhouse.
155 and counting, balls on the near side hash. First and 10 from the Fairview 11. Dockenhouse straight ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Rams. Dockenhouse with an 11-yard touchdown carry, carrying Fairview Apaches the final couple yards.
Once again, Fairview came in there and hit him. I think they had him stopped, and somebody came in there and hit him from behind and kind of bounced him forward.
Touchdown gives Rams a 26-0 lead. Extra point by Bishop is pending. Graziani on the hold. Urieta is on the snap. Bishop on the kick. Up and good. Jacob Bishop gives the Tinora Rams
another flag on the play
27-0 lead.
It's got to be offsides on Fairview. Right there on the edge. That looks like they're getting an early jump.
Yeah.
Flag day, flag night here at Tinora High School. So with 1:44 to go on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard, Rams 27, Fairview nothing. We're going to be right back after this time out.
Signs Excavating of Defiance offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can assist with general excavating services, demolition, and emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch cleaning to site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist. Signs Trucking Service can also assist in any of your equipment hauling needs. They're located at 2147 State Route 66. Signs Excavating, family owned and operated since 1999. For any excavating needs, give Josh a call at 419-769-2290. And for your trucking needs, ring up Brad, 419-481-3738. Be sure to visit them online at signsexcavating.com or Signs Excavating on Facebook. Signs Excavating wishes all the best to the Tinora Rams athletes.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back here, 1:44 to go in the half. 27-0 Rams. Still trying to sort out what happened with Brandon. Kind of, as the guy says, it's unavoidable. But you don't know what happened. You don't know what was said. But the ref could have took, as Jason said, could have took the push as a punch and whatnot. So, anyways, Bishop has the ball teed up at the 40. A line drive kick all the way through the back of the Fairview end zone.
I should have asked you what the over-under was kicking that one out of the end zone.
Went through that 2014 regional champion sign down there. Final four, unfortunately, I think that was the Minster game that we came up short on.
And they must have called that running into roughing the kicker because they moved him 15 yards up.
At first I was like, whoa, he really booted that one through the end zone, but then I forgot they had that penalty.
Put the 15 yards on the kick for Bishop, so try to kick it through the goalpost. Fairview's going to start their drive at their own 20 with 1:44 to go in a half, trailing 27-0. Coach McCord just trying to get any positives out of this first half he can. Hastings, far side receiver. Brevin Williams, your near side receiver. Zedike in the shotgun. Hands off, straight ahead.
That's what I was going to say, Keith. You think Coach McCord's going to look for? He's going to look for something to take into the locker room here because it's been pretty much nothing but negatives, as far yardage-wise and stuff, and you look for something to give them a boost, at least something to talk about at halftime.
2nd and 9, gain of 1 on the play for Fairview. Fairview averaging just 107 yards of offense this season, giving up 405 on defense, averaging 8.6 points, giving up 54. Straight ahead carry, bouncing off Ram defenders is Adam Lashaway. Game clock in the first half is under 1 minute here on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Gain of about 2 for Lashaway.
Yeah, I thought he did a lot of work there, but didn't get very far.
Lashaway and Kern are going to need some bump clinics tomorrow, that's for sure.
Well, if there's any Fairview fans watching, they're more than welcome to as well. It's open to any area athletes, not just Tinora.
Stadium Drive right there behind Estill. Stop on out tomorrow morning. One more play to go in a half. Their play clock, again, must be broken. I mean, we've had more problems with that in the last couple of years.
I was going to say, we've always had problems with that.
20 seconds to go. Pitch goes.
Kind of got pancaked there between a couple of green jerseys.
Askins did a great job again, forcing that ball up. That'll be it for the half.
4th down. Gain of about 1 on the play. That is going to end the half. Rams are up 27-0. We'll be back with the BSN halftime report, and we're going to be back right after this time out from BSN Sports. Mr. Jim Garris, fantastic sponsor.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Garris for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940.
Back here at the half, BSN halftime report coming up. Rams with a 27-0 lead. We'll go through the scoring summary. 7:25 to go in the opening quarter. Brandon Edwards basically walked in from 3 yards out. Extra point by Bishop was good. Rams led 7-0. Dallas Dockenhouse followed that up with a 1-yard touchdown run. 1:40 to go in the opening quarter. Rams led 13-0 as the extra point was wide to the right by Jacob Bishop. Into the second quarter, Cole Swinehagen took a Eckert handoff for 9 yards. 6:40 to go in the half. Extra point by Bishop was good. Rams led 20-0 after that extra point. And right before the half, Dallas Dockenhouse carrying defenders in for the last couple yards. 11-yard touchdown run. 1:44 to go in the half. Extra point by Bishop was good. Rams led 27-0. First half thoughts, guys.
I can go first, I guess. Just going into halftime, I mean, you're going at, if you're Tinora, you're 27-0 going in, and you know Fairview's not having all that great of a year. If I'm Tinora, I want to come out the second half. I want to put together and really focus on our offense. Our defense has been amazing this year, but come out as an offense, put together a complete drive. You know, running backs, read your blocks, hit the holes hard, and just no turnovers. Because I mean, if you're looking ahead next week, Tenora's got a very tough Antwerp team coming to Justin F. Coressel Stadium here. And I mean, tonight we've seen a couple fumbles here and there, a couple miscues, and I just really like to see Tenora's offense put it all together this next half, come out for a few drives, and then get some of the JV and some of the backups in.
I agree with that, Logan. It's you know, we talked about that on your podcast Wednesday night, and Tinora just, I mean, I know they're putting points up tonight, but still, to me, you know, if I'm down there on the sideline with Coach Krause, I don't think I'm extremely happy. Like you said, we're not looking crisp, fumbling some snaps, you know, but they are doing a better job blocking tonight.
They are.
Real happy with that. So see what the Rams can do. But I'm like you, they need to come out in the second half and like you said, concentrate. Let the defense do their thing, but just concentrate on what you can do offensively. And I know you got a 27-point lead, but to me, I think I'm going to throw the ball a little bit just to see what we, you know, you got to try to establish that before next week. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
AJ.
Yeah, both of you guys are completely accurate on that. We got to clean up the offense. We got to have about 40-ish yards and penalties so far this first half. Well, actually, no, probably more like 50.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, probably close to 50 yards and penalties, which sadly is more than Fairview's total offense, I'm sure, at this point. So we need to clean up the offense. both penalties and just get crisp. But, yeah, on paper it looks good, 27-0, looks great. But when you're watching, there's just things that aren't clicking right, and they're managing to cover it up.
Absolutely.
So it's next week they're not going to be able to cover that up against Antwerp. Antwerp's going to make them pay for some of those small mistakes.
That
so
second quarter was just flag filled for both teams. So
yeah, as you said, it's like flag night out here.
BSN Sports, sponsor of your first half. We're going to run through some scores here. Edgerton 21, Wayne Trace 7. That's at the half. Ayersville 26, Paulding 7. That's close to the half. Allen East 22, Crestview 12 at the half.
At Allen East.
Huron 21, LCC 7. Bryan and Archibald tied at the half. Hilltop Cadets 12, North Baltimore nothing. Delta 14, Evergreen 6. That is a halftime score.
Tony's down there cheering.
Liberty Center 26, Wauseon 6, second quarter score. Columbus Grove 17, Delphus Jefferson nothing at the half. And kind of a shocker, I guess, to me, Lima Shawnee 12 and Defiance nothing at the half. Van Wert 19, Wapak nothing. That's late second quarter. Lipsick 20, 8-0. That's at the half. And late second quarter score, Napoleon 19, Northview 10.
Oh, yeah. Had Napoleon, too.
Antwerp 35, Hicksville nothing. That was a first quarter score. And that's all our updated scores we have. So
I saw there North Central 0-0, so they're still in that game.
I don't know if there's been a score updated yet on that one.
For anybody that's not aware of why we're cheering, if you guys haven't been paying attention to Logan's Northwest Ohio Sports, every week we take like a poll on what team's going to win, in the area here. And so some of these, I know Coach Fairchild over here kind of went against the grain quite a bit this week, so he's happy some of these scores are coming back the way they are.
I'll lose my lead this week.
I doubt that. Get a little cushion.
Check out that Northwest Ohio Sports podcast. Logan does a fantastic job editing, does graphics on every segment, so just make sure you check that out next week. Northwest Ohio Sports, do our podcast, usually released on Thursday morning, so have a look. Here at the half, Tinora 27, Fairview nothing, and we'll be back after we thank all of our fantastic sponsors here at Tinora Rams Live.
Clubhouse Pizza in A is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in A will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in A has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. The Law Office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The Law Office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams! The Fire and Stone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Fire and Stone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Fire and Stone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Fire and Stone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams. Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at fairchildfamilychiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams. Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Vidlac of Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Vidlac. He can assist you on those. At Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Bat & Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. We have recently built a brand new state-of-the-art 20,000 square foot body shop along with a 2,500 square foot addition to our paint shop. This includes a brand new eco-friendly paint booth that is top of the line. At Bat & Stevens, we use the latest and newest technology the industry has to offer. We are your experts on all makes and models of vehicles and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate or stop by and visit us in downtown Jewell, Ohio. Bat & Stevens Body Shop would like to wish all teams good luck this season.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Gares for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940. Have your hair and nails gotten out of control over the past few months? Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get all pampered up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of quality services, including haircuts, highlights, specialty coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you can be sure that all of your hair and nail needs are a top priority. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Be sure to book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or do your booking online by visiting their Facebook page. Cut and Polish Salon says, remember, it's all fun and games until someone breaks a nail. Cut and Polish Salon is a proud supporter of Tinora Rams Live. Cut and Polish Salon owner Jenny Bidlack says, go Rams! Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School as well as the Tri-County area since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much, much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery also offers custom artwork if it is needed to complete your project. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street, right here in Defiance, Ohio. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. If you are looking for a customizable item, Higbee Embroidery is your place. Higbee Embroidery, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closing.
Next up, we have another rock tune that will be sure to make the Ohio State fans love. We hope even the Michigan fans will bop along with this favorite rock song, made famous by the McCoys. This is Hang On Sloopy.
He might be out for this. That would suck. I don't know how that.
Before we finish our show, let's have one last round of applause for our amazing alumni and guest director, Terry Orier. The band is currently running our fundraiser through the next week. If you'd like to donate, stop by Feed the Band table near the band. Thank you for your support. Go Rams and hubba hubba.
Clubhouse Pizza in A is your small town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in A will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in A has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. The law office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The law office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
We're back here at Tinora High School. First half in the books. Rams with a 27-0 lead over the Fairview Apaches. Scoring summary, first quarter. Rams. Brandon Edwards, 3-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good. 7:25 into the game. Rams led 7-0. Dallas Dockenhouse, 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Ran it in. Carried a couple defenders with him. Extra point was no good. Rams led 13-0 as we entered the second quarter. Cole Swinehagen, 9-yard touchdown run midway through the second quarter at the 6:40 mark. Extra point by Jacob Bishop gave the Rams a 20-0 lead. Right before the half, Dallas Dockenhouse carrying defenders in from 11 yards out. 1:44 to go in the second quarter. Extra point by Jacob Bishop was good. Rams with a 27-0 halftime lead. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the performance of the band at the half. Alumni week here. Practice with ex-band director Terry Oyer. Mr. Oyer back here at Tinora High School directing quite a few of his ex-band members. So good to see that. We got alumni cheer here as well. Some of the old cheerleaders here on site with the current Tinora cheerleaders. Good to see everybody back. Look at some first half stats. First downs, Tinora 14, Fairview with 2. Rams with 26 rushing attempts, 205 yards. Fairview 14 rushing attempts for -19. Total total offensive yards with plays. 31 plays for Tinora, 213 total yards. 16 total offensive plays for Fairview, minus 19 total yards. Penalties in the first half again, as AJ and Tony and Logan talked about. 7 penalties for 52 yards for Tinora. 7 penalties for 53 for Fairview. That included a Brandon Edwards ejection midway through the second quarter. So we were looking, me and AJ went down, tried to get some information, talked to Greg Dravis. This is really the way the rules are written is a little muddy. We couldn't actually figure out if Brandon is going to miss one full game, like if he misses the half here today and he misses the first half. It's not really written very well, so if anybody out there actually knows what the high school ejection rule is, just shoot us a message to me, Logan, AJ, or Tony, or can send a message on our YouTube channel and let us know. So just kind of curious as to what the ejection rule is. But here, Jacob Bishop has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line for Tinora. Caden Kern back deep for Fairview. So Bishop has it teed up right in the middle of the 40. Approaches the ball. High, deep, end-over-end kick all the way back to the 6-yard line. Caden Kern takes it over the 20 where he's met by a couple Rams over there. Apaches are going to start the second half on offense, trailing 27-0 with a negative 19 yards in the first half.
Keith, I think
there's no light. So not sure if we can bring one. If can't really shine it. I guess it's not like baseball where you got a light shining in people's faces. But we'll figure something out for the upcoming weeks as long as we're up here for it. First play of the second half, Fairview goes across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play for the Apaches.
Now, as you mentioned there at the end of halftime, the Rams defense held them to negative, 13?
Negative 19 total yards for the Apaches in the first half.
I see a couple new faces out there for the Rams. Like Trenton DeLarber and Graziani out here and playing corner.
Handoff straight ahead goes absolutely nowhere for the Apache attack.
Tony, I almost wonder if they're going to try to get some more defensive backs here in the second half with Antwerp's passing attack next week. Get some of these guys some more experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Be a good idea.
3rd and 8 from their own 26. 10:50 to go here in the third quarter. Rams on top, 27-0. Shotgun formation for Zedike. Zedike scrambles out near side, throws a pass out in the flat, sails over the head of Caden Kern into the Ram bench. Going to bring up 4th and 8 for Fairview from their own 26.
Nice coverage from Cole Anders there. I mean, he was right on his hip.
Interesting stat, actually. Cole Anders is second in tackles for the Rams defense.
What?
Cole is second next to Grady Gusweiler coming into this game in tackles.
That is an unusual stat.
Surprising. I would have thought you would have said either Rostai or Geisinger or something like that, but that is pretty interesting.
Yep. Joey Geisinger with 21.
Uh-oh. Short
kick hits. That ball goes off of Eckert. It's loose back at the 40. Fairview says they got it.
Tinora jumped on it.
There's a couple green jerseys on top of it there. I'd be surprised if Fairview.
No, they give it to Fairview.
Fairview with the recovery, kind of just a disaster waiting to happen. Kind of a short, goofy kick that landed in a sea of bodies. Eckert, Gavin tried to field it like a shortstop. Unfortunately, took a bad hop, hit his shoulder, and rolled behind him. Slew of bodies ensued. Fairview comes up with the fumble recovery. I guess it's a muff at the 40.
Well, as Keith said, that look, it came down at a bunch of players. I'm not sure if Gavin thought maybe that touched one of the Tinora kids.
That's the only thing I can think.
Kind of the way he acted. Yeah, it looked like he was trying to cover up it going off somebody else.
So the ball's on the far side hash. Zedike is in shotgun formation. Gabers I think we're going to have a motion penalty again. Gabers came in motion where somebody on the far side over there, I believe it was Brevin Williams, was also trying to go in motion. That's going to back up John McCord's Fairview Apaches 5 more yards. 1st and 15 now, back at the Tinora 45. 10:23 to go here in the third.
You guys said it earlier. They had, what does Fairview have, negative 16, you said, total yards? They still moved the ball probably about 100-plus yards due to all the penalties.
Penalties, right,
and that muff
correct.
punt was just as good as like a 50-yard pass.
Hastings near side receiver for Fairview. 2 other receivers on the far side.
just did it
Man in
again.
motions, Gaber. This is a fumble snap. Zedike falls on it.
Snapped that ball, hit the guy that was in motion. It hit him and bounced off of him.
Yeah, the timing there, I think that just a little bit on Zedite with the cadence.
Gonna put the ball with the Tinora 49, so it's some more negative yards for Fairview. It's going to be 2nd and 29 as we hit the 10-minute mark here in the third quarter.
It's got to be Graham Askins, at least 3rd or 4th tackle for loss. He's got a sack in there, too. I mean, the man is just a menace in the backfield
Graham's
right
just
now.
played fantastic tonight.
Yeah, and I don't remember, the first couple games, I don't remember, but boy, last week he just came out of nowhere.
Hastings near side receiver, Williams far side receiver, Zedike straight back drop. Throws over in the flat.
Oh, there it is again.
Pass intended for Brett Grind.
Wow.
And he is just drilled out there in the flat.
Sorry about that, Keith.
Askins' ears must have been ringing. We were talking about him, and he lays the boom on that one, too.
Yeah.
Usually we don't, premature player of the game, but Graham Askins definitely has his name written in chalk on the chalkboard right
Absolutely.
now.
I think he was kind of aching for that hit, too, because he almost might have been able to step in front of it and pick it off.
I was thinking
the
same
hit
thing.
instead.
Same thing, AJ.
3rd and 22 for the Fairview Apache. The ball is on their own 48-yard line now. 9-minute mark here in the third quarter. Trying to get you some scores from around the area. Some updated scores here as soon as we can. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Zedike,
Oh, boy.
quarterback keeper, going to roll far side, gets to the 50 where he's drilled by Radzik over there. Pushed out of bounds right in front of the Fairview bench at about the 49-yard line. A lot of yardage ran for about a 4-yard gain.
Looks like they're calling him his forward progress has stopped. They're calling him inbounds.
It's going to bring up 4th and forever for the Fairview offense.
Not the first time we've said that.
No, it's just about every drive has been about that
Yeah.
for Fairview there.
Going back to that last play, AJ, you're right. Askins read that. He saw that back roll out there to the side, and he read that right away. And if he'd have turned around, he might have been able to catch that.
Eckert and Anders deep. Lajoie kicks at about the 40. High, deep end over end kick. Anders fair catch at about the 17. Dylan Gabers.
I think if he would have just standing still, he would have drawn a flag there.
Right, Gabers tried to do whatever he could to get out of the way
Yeah,
for Fairview.
Anders would have stood his ground. He'd have got ran over and probably would have got him 15 yards.
7:46 to go here in quarter number 3. Rams taking over for their second possession here in the half, leading 27-0. Another score puts the scoreboard in motion. Be a running clock. Any score 30 or over in high school. Eckert. Handoff to Dockenhouse. Just like the first play of the game, Dockenhouse loses about 4 on the play. Those of you just tuning in, Brandon Edwards for Tinora was ejected midway through the second quarter. Little shouting and pushing and whatnot over here on the Tinora sideline after Edwards ran out of bounds for about a 25-yard gain. And both teams were assessed penalties. Brandon, unfortunately, was ejected. Anders near side, Radzik far side, Eckert under center in the I formation. Handoff inside to Dockenhouse, kind of submarine the line, gain of about half a yard on the play for the Rams. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, this is not the offense we talked about before we went to halftime, guys. Coming out here and try to be crisp and look good and try to build on something for next week. And I tell you what, Haven't done a whole lot.
Dockenhouse in the first half had 11 carries for 59 yards. Brandon Edwards for Tinora, 108 yards on 9 carries. Gavin Eckert, 4 carries for 38 yards in the first half. 3rd and 9 from their own 16. Eckert under pressure.
Throw it, throw it, throw it.
Out on the far side, in and out of the arms of Braden Rostai, just short of the first down marker over there. Going to bring up 4th down for the Tinora special teams. 4th and 9 on their own 16.
I got to forget I'm mic'd up. I get in coaching mode. And, boy, I think he had Gusweiler deep there.
Yeah.
I just know if he didn't see him down there or what. But he'd have lofted that ball a little bit deep. Gusweiler would have been off to the races.
Yeah, the defenders kind of just pulled up a little bit, and then Gusweiler broke loose. He had about 5 yards on any defender.
I think it was the first punt for the half for the Rams, or the game, I should say. Another little goofy-looking kick for Bishop. Hits at the 40, rolls to about the 45. Almost like a top. Seen that on one of his kickoffs.
There's a flag on the far side over there.
It's probably offsides the way they threw it. It was right as the ball was snapped, so I'm guessing it's...
14 penalties in the first half combined for both teams. Second half isn't starting any better. 6:02 to go in a half, 27-0 Tinora on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Coach Tony Fairchild, Dr. A.J. Fairchild, Dr. Logan Bailey, and Keith Brown here with you on the Friday night from the top of the Tinora press box. First time we've done a game up here, and hopefully it's one of many more as long as the weather cooperates. Hey, a great view up here.
It's a lot more roomy, too. We get to spread out. We're not standing there holding hands.
And according to Sean Mag, he says it's about a 20-degree difference up here. A lot cooler. Well, that's another perk we got. Z-Dyke takes
Askins
the snap.
Again.
Graham Askins just
Chasing
has
down
like
from behind.
You know, I'm going to say it right now. Graham Askins, player of the game.
I tell you what.
Jeez, ow.
Where he came, he's being speed today. He's playing with is just amazing.
It's like Graham Askins is Maverick from Top Gun. He's just got that X on his radar gun, and he's just going.
I feel like every play, Graham Askins, Graham Askins, Graham Askins.
And the impressive thing about that one is he was a backside defensive end there, came and chased him down from behind.
Loss of 4, 2nd and 14 from the Tinora 44 for Fairview. 5:22 and counting here in quarter number 3. Hastings, your near side receiver. Williams, I believe, is the far side receiver. Z-Dyke, inside handoff, goes to Gabers. Gabers, lateral to the line of scrimmage. I think he lost a half a yard. Dockenhouse on the play there, so Graham didn't get it. He was in the area, but Dallas was credited with the tackle.
You know, you said something there, Keith. I've been kind of watching, and you mentioned Cole Anders, and I'll be darned if he didn't get off that pile.
Yeah, Cole, as I said, surprised. I was more shocked than anybody when I saw that Cole was second in tackles on the Tinora defense.
This must be playing like a strong safety position where he just reads and comes on the run. I don't know. He just
comes downhill pretty quick, too.
Yeah.
He's got some speed, so covers a lot of ground.
Definitely surprised by that stat, so I was kind of watching him, and he got up off the pile there.
Yeah, Trent DeLarber back there where Brandon would usually play, so DeLarber's come in. Well, actually, so it's the middle of the second quarter. 3rd and 14. Z-Dyke flushed out of the pocket, throws out here in the flat. Whoop. Pass is complete to Kern. First down Fairview to the 25-20. The 3rd first down of the game for Fairview. Longest play for the Apaches here tonight.
I'm going to say he went out to 26.
So that's going to be a 1st and 10 Fairview at the Tinora 26-yard line. 4:12 to go here in quarter number 3. Rams still with that 27-0 lead.
I believe that's their first earned first down, too, if I'm not mistaken. The rest of them have all come on penalties or fumbles or whatever else.
Ball's on the near side hash. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Z-Dyke fakes it. Under pressure, down goes.
Guess who?
Z-Dyke. As Mean Gene said, you heard in the background, Graham Askins has played as good as a game defensively as we've all seen as together as a group in the last 2 years, easily.
I tell you, I can tell you what, if If I'm the Fairview coaches up in the box over there, I'm going to be radioing them down, telling somebody, hey, you got to block Askins. He came untouched.
Just kind of look, well, we'll get to that more after when we have an opportunity. But 2nd and 18 now for Fairview. Zedike hands it off to Kern, chased out of bounds over on the far side for Fairview. But if you're looking at game film for this game in the last 2 games, if you're Coach Hale of Antwerp, like, who do you stop on defense now? We got so many emerging players.
Oh, gee whiz.
I mean, which one do you target to double team, or do you just, I mean, you really can't double team. Right, exactly right, AJ.
It's like
who do you double team?
Well, you know what, guys? They played a 4-4 last week, and Lima Central Catholic couldn't handle it. And they're doing the same thing tonight to Fairview, and they're not handling it. These front 4 are just...
They're just killing it here the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, giving them fits here.
3rd and 18 from the Tinora 34. Zedike on the far side hash. Inside handoff straight ahead. That's Messias.
Well, the thing is, those 4 up front are requiring all 5 of the Fairview offensive line to block. They're double teaming people. They're all being used up, so those linebackers are coming free. And if the linebackers aren't coming free because they might be blitzing, it's letting Askins just loose on the left side there, the far side.
And a 4 for Messias. 4th and 14 from the Tinora 30. 2:55 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Hastings, your near side receiver. Far side over on the Fairview side is Brevin Williams. Zedike in the shotgun formation. Man in motion. Lash away. Zedike. Pocket rolling near side. He's going to tuck it and run. He's hit at the 32. Trying to see who's getting up from there. Gus Weiler's at the bottom of the pile. Helmke on top of the pile.
I think Helmke kind of had him wrapped up a little bit, and Gus Weiler's the one that came downfield and delivered the final blow there.
Kind of submarined him there.
Yeah.
If you're Zedike from Fairview, that ended up a lot better than what could have happened. I was sitting there watching him run the ball and Gus Weiler come in, and I was like, oh, boy, here it comes.
Great. He was just ready to blow him up. So the ball goes over on downs to Tinora. 2:33 to go here. Eckert fires one out on the far side. Caden Radzik with the reception at the 35, falls forward to the 36. Gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play for Tinora. Is going to set up second, and we'll call it 5. 2:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 27-0 Tinora. Big game next week for Tinora versus Antwerp. Antwerp with a 35-0 lead at the half last time we checked. So get out here early as we saw tonight. Get out here early. Get your ticket. I don't know if you can get your tickets early.
False start there.
But get here, I would say, about 5:45.
Yeah, at least. They don't open the gates till 6, but I'd be in line to 5:45.
Because we saw people that didn't get in tonight till close to the end of the 1st quarter. One of the biggest crowds we've seen here in a few years here at Tinora High School. And quite a few people missed the 1st quarter.
When I look down, I still see a bunch of empty seats, so I think it's going to be even fuller next week. And
next week they have the Biddy cheerleading. That just brings out everybody, grandparents, and you name them. 2nd and 10 from their own 31. Pitch comes to Dockenhouse. Hit at the 35, falls forward to the 36. Gain of 5 for Dallas. Grind on the tackle for Fairview. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us and all your comments. AJ's monitoring those on YouTube. So if you want to shoot a comment, AJ's taking care of that. So more the merrier. When me and Logan did the game over at Columbus Grove, we had so many comments we couldn't keep up.
I still think, is that the biggest game today?
Yeah, we had 500 and some live viewers for that playoff game.
Wow.
That's active live viewers. Was like 575, I think, peak. Eckert under pressure, reverses his field, got a man out here wide open, fires it out. Anders catches it at the 50, first down Rams, falls forward to the 45-40.
Flag
comes in.
Face mask on top of that.
For those of you on radio, Eckert took the snap, was going to the far side of the field, saw that wasn't going to work, reversed his field, kind of like an old backyard football play, came near side. Cole Andrews was standing out here wide open for about 7 seconds. Eckert finally hit him. Cole caught the ball, went to the 45, was finally tackled at the 40. Personal foul, face mask on Fairview. That's going to tack on 15 more yards. 46 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Still at our halftime score of 27-0 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Honestly, that almost was one of those desperation face masks there, because if he gets away, there was only one other guy that was even in the vicinity of him. If he breaks that tackle, I think he gets in the end zone. So it's kind of almost a smart penalty to have, if you call it such.
Eckert under center, gives the ball to Swinehagen. 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swinehagen takes it in from 28 yards out.
The speed he had when he hit that hole, wow, he was hauling. As soon as he hit the hole,
he was almost looked like as fast as Brandon Edwards coming through that line.
Yeah, for a second there, I was like, wait, oh, no, that's not Edwards.
Pretty quick there. That was a good run. It's nice to see somebody step up, that now you've kind of getting that, get to see some of the other kids play here and know that if somebody goes down, you got some backs that can take over.
Second touchdown for Cole. Had a 9-yard carry in the second quarter. This was just a 28-yard burst. He got the ball and went just straight ahead. It's like one of the Fairview players is down on the 35-yard line. Looks like it has some cramps. But again, don't forget, October 2nd, benefit for Beckett Hancock. Get your tickets. Fantastic Trees of Life benefit that they have. It's called, this year's Defiance Has Talent and Heart. Doors open at 2, $20 donation, students 10. Get it, go out, get your tickets here at Tinora High School. Ken's Furniture, the History Studios on Clinton Street. Just a good event. You get a dinner, got so many acts. I mean, I can't name them all, but get out, support the Hancock family. Sunday, October 2nd. Also, don't forget the Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters event on October 22nd. That's at the VFW. Saturday night tickets are $50 each, but that's a dinner and night at the races. Come bet on some horses and have a great, great Saturday night. Bishop won for the extra point for Tinora. Kick by Jacob Bishop is up and good. Touchdown is brought to you by Oklahoma Tavern. Stop out at the Tavern. 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We're going to have a running clock. Tinora 34, Fairview nothing. We're going to try and be back as quick as we can after this time out.
The Law Office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The Law Office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
Back here, Jacob Bishop has that ball set at the 40-yard line. 34-0 Rams. 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We'll have a running clock until the point total is under 30. Back deep for Fairview, Caden Kern. Kern fields it about the 5. Slips a little bit, across the 10, 15, 20 on the far sideline. Stutter steps 25, 30. Tackled, shoved out of bounds about the 32-yard line over there. Nice return by Caden Kern, about 22 yards. Try and get some more scores here, quick as we can. Antwerp with a 41-0 lead over Hicksville. Here, obviously, it's 34-0. Edgerton 21, Wayne Trace 14. Ayersville 26, Paulding 15.
Wow.
Allen East 22, Crestview 12, Liberty Center 40, Wauseon 6. Wapak 19, or Van Wert 19, Wapak 7. Zedike in the shotgun formation. We have a whistle.
That's going to be the end of the quarter.
Yep. As with the running clock. Holy smokes. Archibald 27, Bryan 7. What happened there? Hilltop 12, North Baltimore 6, Columbus Grove 31, Delphus Jefferson nothing. Defiance has taken a 15-12 lead over Lima Shawnee. Delta Panthers 20, Evergreen 14, Lipsick 41, Ada 14. Adrian 20, North Central nothing, Napoleon 19, Northview 10. And that's it. We're going to take a brief timeout and be back right after this for the start of the fourth quarter.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Vidlac of Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Vidlac. He can assist you on those. At Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Vidlac Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Back here, 1st and 10, Fairview as we start the fourth quarter. 34-0 Rams on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Handoff straight ahead. Goes nowhere. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. Dallas Dockenhouse.
Keith, I just saw two. I was looking at scores here, and Defiance took the lead. They're winning 15-12 with 8:51 to go.
Yes, good for Coach Cooper and the Dogs. A couple other ones surprised there. That game, Bryan and Archibald was tight at 7. Coach Dominic must have just let loose there in halftime. 2nd and 9 from their own 33 for Fairview. Zedike takes a snap. He is hit in the backfield by Dockenhouse and Geisinger. And lurking in that area was Graham Haskins.
Had one guy coming up right through the middle, and both ends were right there. So it was kind of a three-way smash.
A collision ready to happen at the intersection. 3rd and 9 for the Apache offense. 10-30 and winding here in quarter number 4. Rams up by 34. 2 receivers far side for Fairview, 1 near side. Zedike takes the snap. Just going to hand it off inside. I believe that's Brett Grind. Grind falls forward for a gain of maybe 1. Landon Newsom on the tackle for Tinora, another unsung hero on that defensive line. A lot of guys we just don't give enough credit to because we only focus on like 2 or 3 at a time, but they're so just unsung heroes up front the last 3 weeks here on that Tinora defense.
Newsom's done a terrific job all night. If you see, he's just clogging up the middle, and he's making it hard for Fairview to get any yards.
4th and 8 for Fairview. Dominic Graziani, a little bit of confusion on both sides of the ball here. Graziani deep, lash away with a line drive kick, hits at the 45, across the 40.
Nice roll.
30, 25. I think DeAndre Hastings touches it about the 22, so the Rams offense is going to come out 1st and 10. Clock will wind once they set the ball. 9:35 here in the fourth quarter. Running clock, 34-0 Rams.
Hey, Logan, I was just looking up the ejection rules to the OHSAA, and it says something about an automatic 1-game suspension for flagrant fouls, which I assume if they thought it was a punch, it would fall under that rule. But it also says the school is supposed to submit a video for within 48 hours to have it reviewed, and it can be lifted. Okay. So we'll see what happens.
I'll go. I don't know anybody that's got video, so.
Well, I'm pretty sure Mr. Spiller even caught that one. So I would think if they review that, they're going to realize that maybe that wasn't a punch. But I don't know. I couldn't find anything that said whether they set out the second half and then the first half, kind of like college does for targeting.
That's what Keith and I were kind of wondering about.
Yeah, it was kind of muddy. I mean, you had to kind of read between the lines.
Yeah, didn't quite understand it, but either way, they'll be not having Brandon if he has to set out next week.
That'd be a huge
I
hit
hope
for
it
the
gets
Rams.
overturned. I put it on my NWO Sports Twitter, and I had 2 guys, and one was Lynn Grohl, and they both said pretty positive it's 2 games. That would be
I can't
tough.
believe it's 2
I
games
wouldn't
in
think
football.
so.
I just read it right off the OHSA website. It says 1 game suspension for flagrant fouls such as targeting, so they were referring to football.
Right.
Well, I did see something about for like flagrant or fighting issues. It was bumped up to 2 games, 2 game suspension as of I think last season.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It depends on how they rule it and what whether it's reviewed.
Yeah, it said the official has to write it up, so we'll see how. I guess we'll have to wait and see what he writes up. 'Cause, like, we all didn't see any punch, so I don't. There's a shove clearly, but as far as a punch,
like I said, the referee that threw that flag was 30 yards away.
Yeah, he was behind the play, number one.
Clear out in the middle of the field. Had no clue what happened there with everybody standing around. So I hope they take that and then get rid of it because it was not what it was.
Jimenez and Farrell, the last 2 ball carriers. Graziani in the game for Tinora. He's flushed far side, throws it out in the flat. Pass is intended for Farrell, falls about 4 yards short. It's going to be 4th and 5 for the Rams offense. 7:35 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Rams 34, Fairview nothing on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. And outside of that long play here, I'm going to be interested to see if, which I don't think they are anymore, but Tinora is close to actually holding Fairview as far as negative yards. So I think that play here probably took them into positive.
Still might only be single digits,
it could be. So 4th and 5 from their own 27. Back deep, Jacob Bishop to kick. Line drive kick by Bishop, hits at about the 46, rolls across the 40. Touched at about the 37 by Braden Rostai. So Fairview comes out. 6:51 to go. Logan's checking his Twitter again, trying to get some more information.
I know. I'm really curious because, I mean, that's a huge loss.
That's a huge loss
that's
for Tinora heading into the next week versus Antwerp if they don't have the server. On defense as well. I mean, Brandon not only offensively gives you a spark and that extra, speed, extra gear for a running back. Defensively, he's just as effective on defense as he is offense.
I mean, I know the ejection rules for softball. That's 2 games. It's the remainder of the day and two additional contests. But I can't believe football will be the 2 contests. That's 20% of your season for what would be.
Pitch comes out here to grind. Sorry, go ahead, guys.
I was just going to say, like you were saying, Tony, I mean, if I'm Tinora and there is a chance at possibly reversing that, if I'm a Tinora coach or AD, I'm getting on the phone right away after the game and trying to do my best to get it overturned.
Yeah, definitely send them. You need a video? I got.
Right.
I'll send you 2
you're going to have commentary, too. Oh, that's no punch. What are you guys doing? That's horrible. 2nd and 11 for Fairview as they hit the 6-minute mark here in the 4th. Ball's on their own 37-yard line, near side hash. A lot of backups in for Tinora.
Actually, defensively, I just kind of look in here.
Actually, the starters are still out there.
On defense, we did put the JVs in for offense, but the starters are on defense.
Devin Lulan in the game back there in the backfield.
Oh,
fumbled snap. Gaskins all over the ball carrier. I don't know if they're going to whistle it dead, but Graham again was right there, nose right where the ball was at.
I'm
They're going to rule that a live play.
I think the center thought he was under center. He snapped it straight up and didn't shotgun it.
It hit the center, snapped it and hit himself right in the butt and just kind of dropped there like an egg.
Yeah, I don't think Fairview's run a snap with a quarterback under center all night. 3rd and 13 now for the Apache offense. Ball's on their own 35. Yeah, most of the Rams' first-team defense is still out there other than Devin Lulan.
This late in the game, the only thing I'm hoping is no one gets injured. That's the last thing you want to see going into the week. A big game next week, you don't want to see any of the Rams starters hurt this late.
Zedike fires it out there to Hastings. He catches it. He's immediately tackled for almost no gain.
I thought Graziani was going for the pick there.
Yeah. As Coach Nickerson would say, in all the right moves.
What'd you guys just say about an injury and
touched the ball or
Fairview?
Yeah, Fairview with an injury.
Looks like maybe
Down about
cramping up again.
35, more cramps on the field over there. Fairview trainer. Bryson North out there. Kerry Samples over there on the stats for Fairview. Can't ask for a nicer gentleman than Kerry. Worked with Kerry for quite a few years. So Kerry's over there. Sent Kerry an email middle of the week. Hey, Kerry, got stats? 90 seconds later, here you go. So kudos to Kerry Samples over there. Fairview stat crew.
See, Tinora did put in a number 26, Devin. Help me with the pronunciation.
Devin Llewellyn.
Llewellyn, there you go. Yeah, I was butchering that name.
I thought it was Llewellyn, but
brother
I wanted to make
sure. Graduated a couple years ago, I believe. So Bryson North still out there working. We can't really see who that is for Fairview here. 4:29 to go. It's 34-0 Rams. Can't stress enough. Get out here early next week. Check out the high-flying Antwerp Archer offense. Should be a heck of a game.
Yeah,
interesting to see what the Rams defense and that Antwerp offense.
I tell you what, it's going to be. It's the way the Rams have played defensively up front, defensive end play, tackle play. It's going to be an interesting battle. I think. I don't think it's going to be. I hope I'm not wrong because I think Tinora has got a great chance at that game.
Graziani back at the 35. Lashaway kicks from the 25. High end over end kick. Graziani calls for a fair catch about the 24-yard line. Another flag on the play. Boy, if I don't see another flag, the rest of the oh my word!
These guys must get paid by the flag.
Just probably 20 total flags in this contest. Each team's been flagged about 10 times.
Oh, speaking of it now, I guess we can announce the chain gang. Did we mention who we ended up finding out who they were?
We did not officially. No, go ahead, Logan.
Oh, I was going to say we had some fans listening, and Bridget Gusweiler sent up the chain gang for Tinora consists of Jim Harris, Doug Plasman, Chad Ackerman, and Jay Hornish.
Chad Ackerman's not here tonight. I went down and talked to his wife Jill, and I'm like, he's over there. I didn't see him, and she said he's not here tonight. He's out of town on a trip or something.
Yeah, so whoever's holding the back part of the first down marker there, I'm not sure who that is. Probably would be Chad, but that's not Chad.
Here, let's zoom in and see if we can find out. There's Jay.
Got that high profile.
Like, where's Waldo?
There's Jim and Doug.
Zoom in on a gnat's butt, but
giving Plasman some screen time here. Coach McCord's out there. He's waving his team over.
This guy has no boundaries. I don't think the white line on the sideline means anything to him. He's been out beyond those numbers several times.
Down to 3:59 to go in the fourth here. Just like everything's falling apart for refs, both teams.
What was the penalty? I missed it.
It was a personal foul. I didn't see why.
Obviously, it was on Fairview.
I did see the one ref kind of motioning towards the face. I don't know if maybe it was a face mask or something. I'm not entirely sure what it was.
But again, this is our first broadcast from up here, and as long as it doesn't snow or rain or anything, this is, I would say, better than I expected.
Remember those games in the rain, Keith, where we were out here? We had the tarp.
Oh, we sat right here. Absolutely.
Remember I brought the canopy. We were holding it. You still got those wet gloves?
Yeah, the gloves are still drying out. They're in my garage somewhere. 7 years later, still have a little ice left in them. Graziani hands off. I think that's Cooper Farrell maybe. Across the 50 down to the 47. No, that's Abram Jimenez. Jimenez.
Brought down by
Gain of about 4, maybe 5 for Abram. Big Red's little brother. Can't believe he's a freshman already. Good Lord. Last time I saw that kid, he was like in 6th grade. 3:15 and winding here. 34-0 Rams. Ball's in the center of the hash. Graziani takes the snap. Pitches it. This time he pitches to Farrell. Farrell cuts it up. Then bounces back outside. Tackled at the 47. Going to bring up 3rd and about 4 for the Rams offense.
I was joking around about the rain with Keith. We stood out here at a home game. Oh gosh, been a long time ago now.
Man,
but
probably about a decade or so ago.
It was pouring down
that was the
rain.
last game of the year. It was so
rain.
cold. We stayed, as we always do, to the final whistle.
Yeah, to the final whistle. We stayed here. Keith was holding up a tarp that I had brought, trying to keep everybody dry.
You guys were right down here.
Right here, just to the left of us.
The people in the middle of the tarp were good because they were standing dry, but Keith was standing there with his fingers froze, had frostbite.
Farrell's hit just short of the 45, gain of about 1 for Cooper. We got 4th and 4 for Tinora, getting close to the 2-minute mark here in the contest.
If I remember right, Keith, it rained like 3 or 4 games that year.
Oh, it was awful. It's like every game it rained. We go to Hicksville, and that's when you had to go out to the car to get the rain suit. Or I think actually,
I think
Tiff did. Right,
on a broken leg.
On a broken leg of all things. Hey, go get the rain suit.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you guys don't know.
We had an awful year that year. It rained everywhere we went.
Being funny, my daughter had a fracture in her leg, and she came walking in there, and she hadn't been on crutches yet, but I told her, go out and get the umbrella. She goes out and gets the umbrella in my rain suit on the broken leg, and I'm still in the stands.
Jimenez gets a first down for the Rams. Or
I probably shouldn't tell him myself like that. It makes it sound bad, but.
We had so much fun back in those days.
Man.
Eating peanuts. Poor Nancy probably still got peanuts in her jacket somewhere. Something in the closet. Nancy Bannister, Doug's mom. She would always sit in front of us. We'd bring peanuts to the game. Little peanut shells and the peanut skin went flying everywhere. And Nancy, she was a trooper. She would turn around and smile.
Peanuts flying everywhere.
Under a minute to go here for the Rams. Possibly the last play. Farrell across the 40 falls forward to about the 37.
Might have to run one more. Depends on when they start the clock.
Farrell, the ball carrier, brought down by Jonathan Giggle.
40-15, Ayersville over Paulding, and one of my friends there says, to be quite honest, Paulding's really not that bad, which we've been saying all year. So
yeah, especially, with everything Paulding's been through, we've been talking about that on the NW Sports podcast.
Right.
Paulding's kind of a sleeper in the league, I feel like.
Well, that was actually one of the hot takes, wasn't it?
It was.
They win at least one game this year.
Win at least one game? Oh, no, that was the Wayne Trace. They're going to be the shocker, right?
Yeah,
final seconds here. 34-0 Rams. Stay tuned for the Bidlack Insurance and Investments postgame show as more powder goes flying in the air. We'll be back, wrap this one up, and talk about next week right after this time out. And we'll have our player of the game, too, for Higme Embroidery Player of the Game.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Stay tuned. After the game, go to TinoraRams.com for your Clubhouse Pizza post-game summary, our post-game article here. Welcome to the Bidlack Insurance and Investments post-game. Our game summary here, first quarter. Brandon Edwards with a 3-yard touchdown run, 7:25 left in the first quarter. Extra point by Bishop was good. Rams led 7-0. Right before the end of the first quarter, Dallas Dockenhouse, 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Bishop was no good. Rams led 13-0 after the first quarter. Midway through quarter number 2, Cole Swinhagen from 9 yards out, 6:40 into the second quarter. Extra point by Bishop gave Tinora a 20-0 lead. Right before the half, Dallas Dockenhouse, 11-yard touchdown run where he literally carried 2 or 3 Fairview defenders the last few yards. Extra point by Bishop was good, 1:44 to go in the half. Apaches killed the last minute of the half. Rams went into the half with a 27-0 lead. No score into almost the end of the third quarter here. Cole Swinhagen with a shot out of a cannon. 28-yard touchdown run, which he probably ran the 40 in about 4.2 it looked like. Extra point by Bishop gave the Rams a 34-0 lead. Fourth quarter running clock. Rams worked in a lot of second and third stringers on offense, couple on defense as well. So the Rams improved to 3-1 through the first quarter of the season. Fairview and Coach John McCord still looking for their first win in 2022. Next week, as we said, look ahead to next week. We're going to welcome in the Antwerp Archers. Antwerp should be coming in at 4-0. Game number 2 in the GMC. So we'll do a brief summary, not really too much. I guess there is. Talk a little bit, guys, about contest here today. Then we'll preview the game next week. So Tony, AJ, whoever wants to start first. Tony, go ahead.
Today, I just, we talked about in the podcast that the Rams got to get their offense going, and they did. Still not what I think Tinora offense should look like. I mean, there's a lot of things that's got to be cleaned up yet, and I understand we graduated a bunch of people out of there, and we're trying to weave our way through this, but they just got to get cleaner. I mean, it's just they're not there yet, and they're coming into the heart of the season.
Yeah, Tony, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head right there. I just felt like the whole game, it was just very sloppy, and we saw a lot of penalties here and there, and even on offense, we couldn't get things going. Had a couple fumbles here or there, a couple penalties breaking up the drive, and I would have really liked to see, especially against a Fairview that's struggling this season, for Tinora to come out, really develop their offense, maybe get their passing game going a little bit. But tonight, we didn't quite see that. But Tenora's really going to have to step it up next week. And as we were talking off the air, trying to figure out Brandon Edwards. I mean, he's a big component of that Tinora offense. And if he's out a game or even a half, I mean, that's a big blow to Tinora.
Well, you bring that up. I just pulled it back up. It says any player ejected for fighting. I'm reading it right from the website. Any player ejected for fighting as defined in the NFHS playing rules, which I don't really consider. He wasn't fighting.
Right.
But we'll see. Shall be ineligible for all contests for the remainder of that day. In addition, the players shall be ineligible for all contests at all levels in that sport until 4 regular season tournament contests, 2 in football.
So
are played at the same level as the ejection or disqualification. So
we did have a couple people say 2 games too.
So it might be 2 games. I don't know. One paragraph says that they got to review it, and then the other paragraph says 2 games.
I think like when me and AJ was reading at halftime, it kind of boils down to what they're going to write up in their post-game summary of what the ejection was for. If he was ejected for fighting or throwing a punch, I guess it's going to depend on what exactly that official or the officials of the group is going to write up in their post-game summary.
And it didn't really look like he was fighting out there. I thought it had to be something more verbally said than it was physically, because we sat there and watched the whole thing. I mean, he didn't throw a punch or anything, but there was a little miscue with Coach Helton. He tried grabbing him to hold him back, and he slipped and fell, but I don't think that had to do anything to play with it, but it had to be something verbally said. So.
Yeah, and I'm hard on the referees. I really am, and it's just a natural thing for me, I guess. But really,
the coach comes out in you.
But I watch Major League Baseball, and as soon as somebody argues, the umpire's ejecting people, and an ejection is such a huge thing, especially in high school football. You're taking a senior. If he misses 2 games out of a senior year, now listen. If he's fighting and they're down and he's throwing punches, and I get that. But for something like that, an ejection, in my opinion, was completely uncalled for in that situation. A personal foul, a penalty, absolutely, if that was what you wanted to do. But an ejection brings along such a huge ramification to an ejection in any sport in high school, whether it's baseball or football or softball, whatever. It's just, sometimes people get too antsy, and I was really disappointed in the officiating tonight when they got together and discussed that. and I mentioned the guy that threw the flag was way across the field. The other guy should have straightened that up, and I don't know. Again, I don't know what was said, but it just comes with such a huge ramification for the Tinora Rams and for Brandon himself. And you know, and I agree with you, Logan. We got to take ourselves out of that situation so it doesn't happen.
Right.
But you know, I guess we'll wait and see what happens. We'll find out. Hopefully, we'll know by the time we do the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know, this all comes down to whether it's reviewed, how that goes. You know, maybe they might watch the video and be like, okay, maybe it wasn't as bad as what the refs thought it was. Even if it was something verbal, I still don't think that's something that's you should be ejected for.
Right.
Like, yeah, if he said something, should have been said, no. But outside of that, there was nothing that any of us saw that was ejectable, really. So it's going to come down to how they review it and how that goes. I don't even know how that process works, because I think this is the first time I've ever seen an ejection in high school football. So it's going to be kind of a learning experience for all of us.
Yeah, Tony, like you said, I feel like each ejection, because it does play such a significant role in a player's career, I think it should be reviewed on a case-by-case basis.
Absolutely.
Because I don't think it should be set in stone if it is 2 games. It's a hard 2 games. I mean, I think it's got to be go back, review what actually happened, and then decide. Because there's a total difference if someone said something versus if someone's going brawling all out, like you said.
Right.
So hopefully they get things straightened out for next week.
Yeah, Reba, bless her heart, Reba Bum says the refs should definitely watch her video. It definitely looked like a late hit on Brandon. So Reba has everybody's back as well. So thank you, Reba, for that. But yeah, as you guys summed it all up better than anybody here could. We'll see what happens. All probably going to come down to what the ref puts down in his post-game article. But here, Rams basically dominated from the opening play. Final stats from Sean and Kirsty. Rams with 46 offensive plays, 292 yards. Most of those were in the first half, obviously. Fairview, this is unofficially, 36 plays, minus 15 total yards.
Wow.
On the ground, 29 carries, minus 30 yards for Fairview. So, like we said, Sean and Kirsty, officially the unofficial stats. So you hold Fairview to minus 15 total yards, minus 30 yards rushing. We said you can't ask for more than the Rams defense has given you the last 3 games. Each game they seem to get better, which is almost impossible.
I kind of mentioned that to you a little while ago, Keith, I think we were at a timeout or something like that, I'm not going to be surprised if next week the total offense for Antwerp is still pretty low, because the Tinora Rams defense is getting the job done on all fronts. I think next week's going to be a pretty low-scoring game. Either team, it's going to come down to who scores that one touchdown. It's going to make the huge difference, and I think both sides of the ball, it's going to be a very low-scoring game and a very low productive offense on both sides.
Yeah, we'll see. Antwerp with the 41-6 win over Hicksville. That was at home. Quickly, Edgerton 21, Wayne Trace 20.
Uh-oh.
Ayersville 40.
Still some time in that, right?
Paulding 15. That's a final. It says fourth quarter, so I assume there is. Ellen East 29, Crestview 12, fourth quarter. Huron 35, LCC 14, fourth quarters. Delta 20, Evergreen 14. That's a third quarter score. Wapak take a 20-19 lead over Van Wert in the fourth quarter. Hilltop 12, North Baltimore 6. That's a third quarter score. Lipsick in the fourth, 41-14 over Ada. North Central and Adrian Madison. Madison with a 26-22 lead over North Central. Napoleon 41, Northview 16. Archibald 28. That's the fourth quarter score for Napoleon. This is a final. Archibald 28, Bryan 14. Liberty Center 40, Wauseon 6. Columbus Grove 38, Delphus 6. Final there. Final Defiance 28, Shawnee 12. And that's all I have.
Someone just sent me the Evergreen Delta score. Evergreen is up and has 2 kick returns. Evergreen is up 21-20.
Wow.
Gosh darn it.
We said that is probably next to
going downhill, guys. I was looking good.
Liberty Center and Wauseon, one of the better games in the area. So here, total dominance for the Rams. Stay tuned. coming up, we're going to have the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game, which we've probably announced several times already. But fantastic job always by Connie, and she will have the Player of the Game award coming up right after this.
Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School, as well as the Tri-County area, since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. Higbee Embroidery is a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award.
Back here at Tinora High School, it's 34-0 Rams with the win. Connie Higbee, need anything done, get a hold of her. She can help you out, and she'll have her done in 2 or 3 days. Connie been supporting Tinora High School and the Tinora Athletics for about 3 decades. We discussed it a couple times throughout the contest. Cole Schweinhagen, the heck of a game for the Rams. Dallas Dockenhouse. Defensively, Graham Askins seemed to be literally in on almost every single play. So talk about our choice for player of the game, guys.
Like you mentioned him, Cole Schweinhagen coming off the bench and putting in 2 scores and taking Brandon's spot there. That was a big shoes to fill, and did an awesome job. But for me, I'm looking at Graham Askins. The kid was literally everywhere, and similar to what happened last week. We just constantly badgering Fairview's backfield, and so.
Yeah, Tony. Go ahead, AJ.
I like the way Dockenhouse, how he moves the ball. He's got so much power when he runs, so it's always fun to see him carrying the ball. And I think he's going to play a big part next week as well, because even if Edwards is back, I think they're going to have to split the running back up a little bit. They're not going to be able to just feed Edwards or feed Dockenhouse. It's going to be very split. So it's going to be cool to see him next week and see how he performs. But I still think Askins, man, he just destroyed Fairview's offense like all night. So I got to say I go with him.
Yeah. So go ahead, Logan.
I was just going to say, it was great to see the play out of the linebackers and defensive line today from the Rams. You look at it, Newsom was in there, Dockenhouse was in there, Askins was in there, but it's great to see that they're peaking at the right time as defensive-wise, right, going into it, playing a strong, high-powered offense like Antwerp, where they're going to need to get pressure on the ball. But at the end of the day, hats off to Graham Askins. Man, I swear he probably had to have 4.5, 5 tackles for loss, a couple sacks, and he was just a menace. He laid a couple big hits too, but I really liked his performance tonight.
Yeah, one thing, yes, Graham Askins is our Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game Award, so congratulations to Graham. He'll get a certificate and a T-shirt from Higbee Embroidery for that fantastic game tonight. But as Logan said, and we talked out, especially within the second half with the game getting a little bit out of hand, heading into next week against Antwerp, if you're Coach Hale and the Archers, who do you stop right now on? And we didn't hear hardly mention Braden Rostei's name tonight or Joey Geisinger.
Yeah, it's
so
and even Gus Weiler. Last week it seemed like it was constantly Gus Weiler, Askins, Helmke, and Gus Weiler kind of didn't really get involved. Askins was doing it all. So like you said, who do you target? Who do you pick to, like you said, double team? And I don't know. It's going to be a tough offensive setup there for the Archers, and it's really, I think it's going to come down to our DBs, our coverage.
Yes.
But it's going to be. If I was Coach Hale, I would be doing practice with Ultimus on the run all day. I would be my
expect
practice.
it. Absolutely.
Yeah, Ultimus is a gunslinger. He's going to be throwing the ball, and if we can keep him off his tempo a little bit in the backfield, it's going to be one of the best bets that Tenora's got, is just to not let Ultimus get comfortable. That's going to be their key to next week.
The thing I liked tonight, too, out of our defensive line was they were all man beats. They weren't pressures that we were bringing in. And I like how we kind of kept some of those away, so maybe Antwerp doesn't see those on film and whatnot. And we saw, again, against Wasion, when we bring the house, we bring the house. And it's hard for those quarterbacks to get the ball off. So I'll be curious to see the scheme Coach Schleicher and Coach Helton come up with next week. But I think their game plan is going to be on point.
And one thing for me, step back in, it's
Or stream app, it's so not accurate. That's why I get on Twitter, and most of the time that's like press